I think you're good. I think you're good now, Gabby.
Has the show not?
Can you hear me?
Can they hear us?
It's been going. It's been going for It's been going for 7 minutes. Yeah, it's been going for 7 minutes. You got. Well, everybody that can hear me now, I'm gonna bring Kongs on just to give out his place because he's on a hard out. So I'll bring him on now. I don't have any of the. Here you go, Kong. Give me a sec. All right, I'll let these two guys bring it up. Go ahead. Bring on Kong, guys.
I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. I don't know what you guys have heard, what you guys haven't heard. We don't get any help unless it's Big Show coming in here out of nowhere to help us. So thank you, Big Show. And I don't know where we've started. Have they heard the intro? Have they heard anything? Like,
yo, the hockey guy.
They've heard nothing.
They've heard
nothing. You guys been radio silent for 7 minutes. So just go ahead and I guess introduce Razor and Kong. So get them on here. Yeah.
You know what's wild? Just so everybody knows, is we were on my screen. We were on stream in StreamYard, and I could see the chat. Like, we were all on stream. So let's do it again. Fucking, what do we say at the beginning? Welcome to the Sesh Medicate Monday, presented by Pub Sports Radio. Shout out to you guys for tuning in. Thank you for showing up. Drop your strains in the chat. Shout out to the Don, the OG, Jeff Slaughter. There's no channel without him. Thank you, Slaughter. And let's fucking do it. Who cares, man? We're all going to get high anyways.
It's called Medicate Monday, man. Stoners for real, bro. Hey, we only got our guy for a quick minute now because we've been live for fucking 11 minutes doing goddamn nothing solo. So let's get our guy, the family man that cashes, Mr. Motherfucking Cash It, our boy Razor Sharp Picks for the second month.
Here comes the Razor's Edge.
Recognize, motherfucker.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. It wouldn't be a shit show if it wasn't a Monday, and that's what today is. But hey, there's always time to turn it around. I'm going to be quick. I got to get it going. Racing with Razor pops off in about 15 minutes. So I'm going to keep it short, keep it sweet. Hit the like button down below, share the video, and subscribe.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Razor's Edge coming off a winner last week. We had the Brewers plus 110. They won 3-2. That's a plus nice 440 winner. And today we head back to the Diamond. We head to Pittsburgh, where the Pirates play the Marlins. And our Razor's Edge $400 bet of the day is on the Miami Marlins money line at plus 100. And I'll be quick and I'll tell you why. First things first, big reverse live movement on this one, guys. 96% of the cash, 72% of the tickets, all on the Pirates. Yet the line is dropped 120 to 112 to 108. You can get the Pirates night now at minus 110. They're trying to give it away for free, but not so fast. At first glance, you got to take the Pirates, right? They just swept the Phillies. But no, we are on the Marlins, who are 3-1 this year against the Pirates. And they even beat the Pirates' top pitcher, Skeens, in one of those games. You got Yuri Perez, the Miami pitcher. He hasn't pitched in 20 months and 20 days because he did have some Tommy John, but this guy is the real deal. When he turned 20, he made his major league debut, and his first is through 9 starts. His first 9 starts, he had a 1.34 ERA. He had his Tommy John. Now he's back. He pitched 8 games in rehab. April 26th, he started the single A for Jupiter. He had a 1.99 ERA in 5 starts with Jupiter and 3 starts with Jacksonville. Completing 5 frames. This dude is a monster. He pitched 99.3 miles per hour, which he maxed out at. And he only Had 7 strikeouts in one of those games as well. So I'm taking Miami. I think they're going to get it done here on the road. Take Miami Marlins, your Razor's Edge $400 play of the day.
Here comes the Razor's Edge.
Recognize, motherfucker.
Yeah, Razor Sharp Picks giving us the goods. We know you got to go, my man. We appreciate you. Sorry for the technical difficulties on our end. Marlins, Razor's Edge. Be sure to follow our guy, Razor Sharp Picks, on all social media avenues, my man. Thank you once again, Razor.
Appreciate you guys. Right when the show ends, come on over, Razor Sharp Pick Network, and let's win some fucking money.
Yeah, man. You're muted. Can you get you're muted, and can you get Big Show to fix the format how it was before, please? Big Hundo in the building. How we feeling, my man? How we feeling?
Standing out here in the rain, trying to drop some content, win some people some money. So I'm going to try to make this quick. Welcome to Medicate Monday, where the real ones reside. I know we all missed that. And I was about to kill it. Big Show was about to put me on, and I was going to kill that intro. All right.
We needed it.
Yeah. So Saturday, rough day. So we bounced back yesterday. I gave out the Pacers. What did I give out? OKC first quarter minus 3.5 and the under in the first quarter 55.5 plus 240. Cash it. I gave out OKC is my best bet in the first half minus 7.5 minus 110. We cashed that too. So today, off to the NHL we go. I am on the Edmonton Oilers money line. Hear me out. This is a must win for Edmonton, and believe they know it. You lose this game tonight to Florida, you are in trouble for the series. I think you get the best effort out of Edmonton tonight. You're getting that at plus 115, and I do believe they're the better team, but it is in Florida. You're in hostile territory. But I look for Edmonton to pull this game out to get home court advantage or home ice advantage back. So I'm on Edmonton. Bet number 2, I'm on Edmonton plus 1.5 and the over 5.5 goals. Both games this series has went over 5.5 goals. You're getting that at plus 144. I think it's a great bet at plus money. You're getting Edmonton plus 1.5. Both games have been close so far. Plus 1.5 and the over 5.5, plus 144. Off to the association. I am on SGA 2+ steals and Lou Dort 1 steal. Right, you're getting that at plus 126. It's cashed in both games. The finals and the conference finals is where I attack these steal props, and they have been lucrative. Most of the time, you're getting plus money on the single steal prop. They've juiced SGA down. It's like minus 140 or so just for his 2 steals. But he had 4 last night, and he had 3 in game 1. I am on Indiana plus 5. This is the other game in the series that Indiana wins, and we cash our plus 2.5 games. And I do believe this is probably the last game Indiana wins in this series. But I'm taking the 5 points in my pocket just to be sure. Indiana plus 5 minus 110. I have a parlay. Putting most of these plays together. I'm on Edmonton plus 1.5. The over 5.5. Dort 1+ steal. And SGA for 2+ steals. That gets you at 454 plus 454. And I'm going to put a full unit on that. So try to get in, get your money. We only got a couple games left to make money this season. Love you guys. College football, 75 days away. I've already brought the college gear back out. Shout out to the Oregon Duckies.
I see you.
Love you guys.
The rain is fitting.
Yeah,
Carl.
buddy.
The Ducks gear. And the rain is fitting, my man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm out here swimming right now. I am going to roll out. I love you guys. Hit the like button. Go retweet the show. Kong, I'm out.
Big Hundo, big Hundo.
Let's go, Kong. Much love, man. Now we can take a second, take a breather, make sure my fucking mic is working and StreamYard's working. You guys can all go retweet the video on Pub Sports Radio because I know Dutch and I haven't done it yet, so we got to do it as well. Hit that like button, share it out there, get it everybody in here. Sorry again, guys, about the beginning. I mean, like 2 Cents said, StreamYard sometimes just doesn't want to fucking cooperate. It's wild, Dutch. We were all on screen in StreamYard on my screen, and I could see the chat, so I thought everything was going normal.
It happened to me during the live stream the other day when we were recording. I didn't see Nick on the screen the whole time we recorded the MMA podcast. I didn't see him as the producer. Like I had to roll it to him too. So I was like, Nick, if you're there.
Bro, so did y'all see like the Razor's Edge clip when I played that? Like, could you see the buttons I was clicking?
No, all we seen was this fucking that 70s show fucking background. That's all we seen.
Boy.
Let's get to that. Let's go to Pub Sports right now, guys. Let's retweet the show. We got 5 retweets. Let's get it up. It's only Medicate Monday. Shout out to the iPhone too. I'm gonna get the iPhone. This iPhone, right? I'm gonna get this.
What?
Love because
did you shout out the iPhone? That's
shout out to the iPhone. Let me motherfucking.
For the shows. Okay.
All right. I dropped this bitch deep in the bottom of the pool yesterday. Just straight dropped it. And the motherfucker came up still playing music, bro. And then it died because it was only like at 10%. And I'm like, my life is fucked. I get up, I put this motherfucker charge 100%. It's good as new. Shout out to the iPhone, man. This shit was at the bottom of the pool yesterday. It still came up fucking talking some fucking big X and shit. I was like, how the fuck is shit still playing music? But yeah, man, big shout out to everyone in the chat. We got Big Daddy Boom, we got Cheshire Count, the $2 dono. Good to see you, my man. We got Stacks in the back.
Oh yeah, he just put it in the chat. He texted me this morning. Sorry, Stacks. There's been as you can tell with StreamYard, a shit show this morning. Stacks ain't gonna make it today, but he can drop us Stacks. And another person who I don't think is gonna make it up here, Dutch, but I got the play of the day from them. And I know everybody wants it, so I might as well just go ahead and give it out as Taint. I got a message this morning early, said, Sesh, Taint play of the day is the Seattle, Arizona under 9.5. Talking about Kelly on the at home for Arizona. He said he's great at home. And then Hancock's better on the road. And Arizona hitters are 0-15 versus Hancock under 9.5. So Taint play of the day is the under 9.5 in the Arizona game tonight on the Diamond. Let's get paid.
Love it. Yeah, he did send me that. I'm glad you got that because sometimes I get high and forget. But yeah, shout out to Matty Ice, big part of the sesh. Shout out to Mr. Exotic, big part of the sesh. We miss you out here, bro. Where's the strains? Where's our guy? You know what I mean? Come on, up all night. Be sure to follow our guy, Ass Sweaty Butcher, a real one. Bless your lungs.
I want to do a giveaway today. 150 people.
Tina Harrison in the building. Good to see you, my man. I fuck with you. Yeah,
me and him were going back and forth about that new Wayne album.
We're gonna talk some Weezy. I got the freshest. I want to before we move on though, because we get high and just fuck around. I do want to give Kong his flowers because we didn't really give him an introduction because he is on time. He's been killing. He's been coming on here killing it, guys, with everything. If you guys pay, I know he gives out a lot of plays. Some of you like it, some of you don't. A lot of you guys that like a lot of action. It's definitely more your style. Pay the fuck attention because when he's coming on, he's giving you guys a lot of plays, plus money plays, and he's very, very profitable. I believe he's had like one losing show in a long, long time, guys. So big shout out to our guy, always on the grind, Big Hundo, Cons Clips. Be sure to follow him. And he's got a good read. I don't know about Patriots only winning one more game, but I know I like where you're at in game 3. We'll talk about the Pacers and obviously the Oklahoma City Thunder here more as well. And I don't know if you guys heard me, but as you can see, I got the hockey jersey on. I watch a little bit of game one. I couldn't take my eyes off of game two. I tweeted out after game two, am I a hockey guy now? You know what I mean?
Oh, shut
we
the
don't, we don't got the long-winded pimp here no more. I got to take over until we get in the bag. You know what I mean? But we got a special edition of the Stanley Cup today, ladies and gentlemen. Not only do we have Jimmy the Bag, as we always do, blessing us on the ice. We got
Dutch is gonna take over hockey for us, just like he started capping MLB. Guys, get ready.
Mac, our guy, will be joining us. We'll get both sides of it. You know, I don't know if you guys heard that earlier or not, because obviously I don't think you guys heard anything. But I don't know if we said that or not again. So we got both of our guys gonna break it down. We'll probably get Billy the Kid in here. And hopefully Wham Talk slide through. I know we've been talking a lot on Twitter. Hopefully we get the motherfucker in here on Sesh and vibe out with us. Wham, you know, I was supposed to reach out to him this morning, but I'm a little hungover, man. Drunk about 10.
You hear me, Dutch? All I want is 150 for a giveaway. I usually say 200. 150 today, man.
Yeah, I was going to text you this morning. I was in a good mood, too. Do you want to do a giveaway today? But I wanted 150 likes is what I want.
No, I want 150 live.
I mean,
one or the other. How about that? One or the other. How about that?
Yeah. We'll do a $50 giveaway at the end of the show if we get 150 likes or live. So that means you go to your girl's phone, you go sign in, you hit her like. You send it to your motherfucking mom Dukes, tell her to hit the like. Send it to the side piece.
Everybody sends it to one person. Right? We're there.
You don't even got to really view. You just got to hit the like. But we would like to see 150 plus live in here. And how you do that, really, guys, and everyone that we see in here, guys like TC, Just My 2 Cents, guys like Spoon, Bets, our guy Spoon, guys like Wine Time, guys like Irish King, of course, guys like Con Clips. We really appreciate the support. And we really like what you guys are doing over there on Sunday mornings. Beautiful thing over there with the wager, walk-off wagers. Should be sure you guys are checking them out.
Dutch, I know you can't see backstage, and we haven't even hit our straight of the day yet, but we got somebody who graces us on the sesh back there. Usually comes through a little later, sometimes even after Jimmy.
We got. I thought it was gonna be Billy, but now I think it's Millie. Now I think it might be Money Time.
It's money time, baby. There you
all
go.
Right, all right. Let's get to the let's do the strain of the day, and then let's go to motherfucking LA. You know what I mean? Let's do it. Let's go. Strain of the motherfucking day.
Let me find that clip real quick. And everybody, while we damn, Big Show gets that shit way quicker than me.
Oh, Big Show, you gonna hang around? I'm gonna set you up, bro.
Yeah, here's the strain of the day.
Hey, shout out to the Big Show. Well, it's the Big Show. It's a big show tonight. Shout out to Big Show Picks. Hit him up late, like literally as we're going live, supposedly, and come saves the fucking day. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I was starting to yell at my wife all of a sudden. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here, bro? You know what I mean?
You don't need to know that when things go wrong, you start beating the wife, Dutch.
No, not beating. I told her it's been 20 years. I ain't beat your ass yet. You know what I mean? That's like,
I haven't hit you one time.
I swear, bro. The other day on the couch, I was like, it's been 20 motherfucking years. I ain't beat your ass. Am I not due just one just good ass whipping? And she looked at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, hey, I'm just saying, you've been with a girl for 20 years and ain't put hands on her. I mean, you might just deserve one good pimp smack. You know what I mean? But nah, man, keep your hands off the females. Real talk. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's get it, man. Take it away.
Strain of the day. Soy sauce by Hundo.
I ain't playing basketball, bitch. I'm smoking headband. Hey, hell yeah. I like that shit.
That's that new Money Man that came out today.
That's
literally
fine.
like earlier today. So check it out if you're Money Man fan. I had to show y'all this one again. Y'all saw it last week, but I took this morning too. I got this rolled up or going in the next plane. That's the Dum Dums. Y'all saw the Dum Dums last week, but God, this shit is beautiful, man. This soy sauce, man, by Fumi. It's a real gassy indica, which, if you're like me, you love it. I like the flavor and all the stuff that's coming out. Like the candy flavors, I guess you can say, with weed nowadays. But at the end of the day, man, something that's super gassy is still where I'm gonna lay my head. It's the Gorilla Glue crossed with the green ribbon, which I've never heard of. Obviously, it's a hybrid, indica dominant hybrid. Great smoke, gassy taste, real earthy smell, good high. Love it. Soy sauce, check it out if you get the chance.
Yeah, man. Soy sauce, huh? The soy. Hey, pass me the soy. Yeah, man. Hey, that should look good though. I like trying new strains. I got the Alien Kush coming in a little over 30%. It's heavy, man. It's heavy. It's some good. It's like it's still. I don't think it's as strong as it should be. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's nice. The testings are amazing. But when I see stuff testing at like where it says it, where it's at, I expect a little more, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I always think we could be stronger. It don't matter how strong it is. I'm gonna tell you, I want it stronger. But I'm with you though. I love the candy, but that good old just straight strength, that gas, that piney gas is always where I'm gonna fall back to.
That's where it's at right here. Hey, I was gonna say, shout out to my guy Eli in the chat, man. No joke. Like later today, if anybody in this chat wants
oh God,
$1 to $100 challenge.
Don't you gotta take your fucking daughters to a recital or something? Fucking
last night.
Come on, man. Take them horseback riding or something.
They do that every week, man.
No way.
Good dad.
Fuck out of here. Let's go. Let's go to Cali. I mean, hey, it's about time.
All right. We're going with Bruce Lee or Chuck Norris. Medicate Monday. Hey, it's the Sesh. You already know, man. It's only one coaster repping, that's the West. If you ain't live, you deaf. They say I'm the prince because I'm fresh. Let's get it, man.
Hey, man. And we gotta do you right though. Can you please give Big Show? I don't know, he must be not tuning in all the time. Or
he don't know where it's at.
It's double up. It's double up, baby. Can you get the double up? Can we get our intro? Because I'm actually mad when Mills don't come through. Not only because he bring us the goods and the vibes, I don't get to hear the double up. We just want to play that shit just randomly, just cut.
That's not in there. I wonder if maybe it got flagged or something.
Really?
No,
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see no double up.
He don't know where it's at. That's why.
I'm looking through it all. It's not in there.
It's we made
It's not in there.
It's not? Really?
Y'all take locker room intro out, and y'all got all right. So I can't wait to see the other.
Double up 3 or 4 times. I ain't telling no lies. I just run it up.
One more time.
Double up 3 or 4 times. I ain't telling no lies. I just run it up.
Yeah, man. Come on.
All right, there we go. There we go.
Way cool. My bad. That was way cooler, Mills. Sorry. It's actually labeled too, so I'm a fucking asshole. So fuck me.
It actually says Mills intro.
Hey, we do our homie right. How we feeling today, bro?
Man, I can't complain, man. Any day above ground is a great day.
So true, man. You got sun shining, a field in the background, man, touching grass. It doesn't get better than that, man. You got a strain on you? I know you might not since you're at a field, but what strain are you going to be smoking on later today?
Man, so my brother dropped off some I don't even know the name of it, man, but he's calling it the old OG. You know what I mean? Like that old OG to where it just looks so good and the smells there. I'm talking about like back in the day when you had Bubba Kush, you could just show somebody that and they gonna think, oh my God, I got the best. No, bro, that's only Bubba. Then you got Master, then you got this. But like, yeah, back in those days, man. So the vibe is there. Packed the ball, smoked the backwood out that shit, had half of it for the other day. So yeah, man, if y'all really want to see the wood, check out the Sesh DM session.
Yeah, that's game right there. See, that's game right there, bro. That's what I'm talking about, Cap. Because there's that Bubba Kush, and there's that real OG. So he just took it back for you. And if you know, you know. But yeah, real talk. I appreciate that. And I did see the wood, and I think Mr. Exotic would even co-sign for that wood. That was a thick wood for sure.
Low key, Mr. Exotic and my brother, they would be like brothers, bro, and then Dab would be like the little cousin. You know what I mean? Because I sat with Dab for like a weekend, so I know how he builds and everything. So yeah, he would be the little cousin, but it would be my brother, Butcher, and Dab, and them motherfuckers, bro. Y'all some real ones though, because I know the language and shit.
Most definitely.
Speaking of game, bro. Speaking of game, I let it slide because I agree. Mills had to get up here. I didn't want to keep him waiting. But don't ever get in between a man and his plate, bro. Okay, you understand? Don't ever get in between a man and his meal, right? Motherfucker, if anybody wants it, $50 to $100 chow tonight, let me know, okay? In the chat, any of you, have fun. Just try it. Just try it. I'll send the link. We'll create the chow, $50 to $100.
Who is taking you up on that offer?
People, just not in our chat.
Okay, and he's done doing it for fucking 2 years. Okay, nobody.
Oh, the whole time? Yeah, I've had somebody once.
Okay.
I don't remember the guy's name.
All right, can we get to go ahead, Mills?
Wait. Just because if I know y'all gotta have this clip ready, because y'all do so much Angel Reese stuff on here, but this shit had me dying. So old girl came out versus the Indiana Fever. Old girl, she all right, you know, she mid, she Draymond Green, but she came out against the Indiana Fever with like a Montclair black mink coat on. She did a posing video for like literally 8 minutes in there, and then came out and dropped 4 points.
You know what? I didn't give it to her because I'm trying to leave her alone. You know, for you, Mills. Trying to leave her alone for you, Mills. But she does it to her damn self. And I don't know if you've seen her with Sexy Red. I don't know if you've seen her with Sexy Red trying to shake that. This bitch, she just hops she don't even know how to shake her ass. It's hilarious. I'm gonna leave her alone though. But I'll take a 2-piece Reese's and you can have that king size bitch, bro. I do not like her. You know what I mean? But get her money, get your money, but definitely not a fan. Mills, take us.
Dutch always, hey, whatever Twitter says, Dutch says. That's all you gotta know.
How's that?
Nothing, bro. I'm just kidding. I didn't mean to interrupt the game, bro. Why you hate her so much, dude? What'd she ever do to you?
I don't like Angel Reese. Why? Because she doesn't like white people, bro. So it's hard for me.
You ever said that?
She don't like white people, bro. She don't like white, and she's hypocritical. She's hypocritical. She plays. So she says one thing, does another, and then like cries wolf. I don't like that type of shit. But for just the main reason is she don't like white people. So you don't like white people. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard for me.
Her and Caitlin Clark don't like each other. Is that why?
She just don't like white people. I mean, you just don't pay attention. You just gotta pay attention to shit. You know what I mean? You can if you pay attention to shit, you can clearly see the way how somebody acting. Like she don't like white people, bro. You know what I mean? But you know, that's not the only reason I'm not like somebody, but it's a pretty decent reason, right? There's other reasons. But Mills, let's get back to the money, my man. How we feeling? We got a decent MLB card. We got game 3 of the Stanley Cup. You see the vibes, man. I mean, this hockey shit, it's like a movie, bro. Popcorn, get it ready. If you go to the bathroom or step away, you're missing something. It's like you got to be locked the fuck in, and I'm starting to realize that. So where we going today, my man?
Man, just picking up off that hockey, man. You're right, man. I've been watching hockey now for the last like 4 or 5 years, consistently in the playoffs, and there's nothing better than overtime hockey. Hear me out. Overtime basketball, you get 5 minutes, not really entertaining. Overtime football, and you both get the ball, you kick it. Overtime hockey is fucking crazy. That third period, all of a sudden it goes from 3-1. They tie it, they go into overtime, they go into double overtime, and then they win. I love me some motherfucking playoff hockey, especially overtime hockey, man. So with that being said, let's kick it off with that, man. Mills McDavid, I'm here to save it. I'm taking him over 2.5 shots on goal. You can even get it at 3. Last game out, I think he dropped a 7-piece. Mike Vick numbers on him. This is the thing. Oh, shit. Him and Leon Draisaitl, man, is like the Jordan and Pippen teammates that I think that could exist and, you know, do big numbers. I'm taking Leon Draisaitl over 2.5 shots on goal as well in this game. And then just looking at one player on the opposing side, it's going to be Sam Bennett for me. I'm taking him over 2.5 shots on goal. Now, those are just a little bit of hockey plays. Looking at that hat that my boy Cab been wearing, thank God he's wearing it because it looks way better than that fucking Texas A&M hat he used to always wear on the fucking podcast. But yeah, man, that Atlanta Braves, give me Chris Sale. It ain't hard to tell. We're going to prevail. I'm taking him over 7Ks. Last game out, he dropped what? Tim Hardaway numbers. For the people that don't know, that's 10. All right, so I'm taking him for the win. Then, hey, man, what's today is bright out in L.A., so give me Dustin May. Over 4.5 Ks. Look, listen, and earn. Next day, you'll burn. Now, look, he finally went to the 6th inning in his last game out. That's the first time I ever seen him pitch in the 6th inning in the last 3 years. So with that being said, I think now he's getting that little consistency and can go those extra innings. In that 6th inning, he came out, no Ks, but he still came out for us on top. So I'm taking Dustin May over 4.5 Ks. 2 home run hitting props. Why are you giving out 2? Because that's what the fuck I do. And I cashed yesterday. I gave out Aaron Judge home run. I gave out Rafael Devers home run. I parlayed both. It was plus 850. Did you meet me at the window? Of course you did if you watched the prop shop. Now, today, they just speaking to me. Give me Kyle Swerver. I'm taking him to get a hit, sprinkling on a home run. Sprinkle some M&Ms, try to get back some Skittles. I'm taking Vlad Guerrero. This guy hasn't had a home run in the last 6 games, but I think today's the day.
And that deserves a sparkage. I'm gonna like plane number 2 to that. And yeah, Andrew G, those were bars. And that is why
that's how you deliver it, man.
That's why Mills is Mr. Double Up. You know what I mean? And that's why he's on the motherfucking samurai with the joint on the graphic. You know
I mean,
goods. Real quick here, Cap, before I forget, and then I'll let you slide, bro. McDavid over 2.5 goals. What's the juice on this?
All right, so that's juice. So just go with the over 3.5, because yeah, that's a price pick play right there. So go with the 3.5, and you could get out minus 115.
All right, and how about these? I'm gonna try to tweet this shit out. Sell over 7Ks.
Sell over 7Ks. You could
shots on goal, right, Mills? Shots on goal.
Shots on goal.
Yeah. What's this over 7Ks? Juice.
That's 135.
And May.
That's the man's 145 over 4.5.
All right. There we go. We got the juice. You know, he bringing the juice. You know, we're paying the juice if we can squeeze that motherfucker, bro. If we can squeeze it. So most definitely appreciate you.
Hey, but just no, I ain't gonna give you no juice like this. Give you a prop and then be like, just parlay them with the team that's playing the Colorado Rockies, and then y'all lose.
Wait, that Billy did that last week, didn't he?
Hey, watch this. Watch this. Hey, Cap, what do you think about the over in the Valkyries and Phoenix Suns game? Actually, I would just take over 13 assists and parlay that with the UFC fight night with Sugar Sean. That's Billy's cap, bro.
You can't make me laugh right when I'm inhaling my hip, bro. I just about died.
Calling out the kid. We're going to have to get.
Hey, but no. My man was hot as fuck on UFC last week. Gotta always give props out, man. I think he smacked every bet, only lost 1 or 2. He came out real profitable, and he was making money for a lot of people in the chat. He had Bautista. I was on the opposite side. He had a lot of good winning bets out there. I think he had like 9 plays, and I think he got like 7 through the window. So shout out to Billy Briz.
Yeah, that motherfucker gave us like a 325, minus 325 on our parlay last week. This motherfucker. But yeah, shout out to Billy the motherfucking kid. Mills, always bringing the goods, bringing the energy, bringing the good vibes, man. We love having you on, bro. What you got going for the rest of the week?
So we got PFL going on this week, okay? So I'm going to be talking to all the fighters, doing some media with them on Wednesday. I'm going to be putting those interviews out in the clips on the Pub Sports Radio site. Besides that, man, I might be out there in the streets with these niggas, man. Like, you know, they trying to take the people out in L.A., man. I was out there with them last time, bro, like 2-3 years ago, you know what I mean? So I might just out there and get active, man. That's what it's about, man, you know? So, hey, if you see me, you see me. If not, man, fuck ice.
He said the tacos were hey man, you ain't taking the tacos out of LA.
I'm taking my rock spot. You trying to take my corn man out, my Raspado guy? Fuck y'all, bro.
Carts, the taco man. No, I didn't like that. Mills, appreciate you, homie. Always, man. Stay up.
Hey, shout out.
My bad. I didn't know we should.
Double up 3 or 4 times. I ain't telling no lies. I just run it up.
Bro, the hardest part about this shit is not pressing the button when somebody's talking. Like I always think like somebody's done and then I press it. Like I didn't know he was gonna say shout out after that.
Wait a second.
You're telling me I already cut Dutch off twice this fucking show. So like
yeah, but dude, you have to cut Dutch off. That's not an option.
Get the fuck out.
I didn't try to. I fucked up the intro for Mills, so you had to do it again and everything. Like fuck, man.
Man, you gotta cut. You gotta cut.
Shout out to my guy one time, killing it in the baseball up like damn near 20 units, 15 last.
You know who killing it in baseball?
Nizzle. Bless him, don't stress him. Hey, good to see you, Hick. Good to see you, man. I was thinking about you actually this morning, man. Wifey wants to go to that the Italian spot. I'm like, yeah, man. Every time I think about that, I gotta think of my boy Hick to that spot. That's Italian spot I've been to. Not just in anywhere but my motherfucking kitchen, bro. You know? Good to see you though, man. Live sweat. Let's go with the live sweat vibes. Talk to him, Mick. Talk to him.
There it is right there, though. My guy, 2 cents, man. Nine in a row, underdogs, man. And shout out to Big Show putting out the picks for the UFC guys, dropping those out there. They're dropping their baseball action. Positive units, if I'm not mistaken. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and assume you guys owe that a lot to 2 cents if he hit 900 dogs in a row. So shout out to our guy 2 cents for absolutely killing it on the diamond, man. Good shit, my dude.
Yeah, he be
Backpacking
backpacking the fuck out of us.
That's what. Yeah, I didn't think about that till right this second, Big Show. It hit me right when I was just giving you guys the shout out. I was like, shit, if he hit 9 in a row, he is carrying y'all's ass heavy.
Speaking of hitting and on the diamond, this is what we would call, and you know, Call of Duty. You know, Cab can't stop talking about Call of Duty. Here's a good old headshot for you, Cab. This ever happened to you?
That's your intro, Big Show. Good luck. Find the video.
It's a fucking headshot. MLB headshot.
Not so easy, is it?
MLB headshot, baby. MLB headshot. This ever happened to you though, Cap? For real? Like
I'll find it.
That's what I thought about. Did this ever happen to you? I think it's kind of on the picture though. He's supposed to get down, right? He's supposed to get down. But obviously it's on the catcher. But.
Yeah, kind of. Here, I got you.
Oh shit! Right to the motherfucking dome.
So, like, you're asking who's that on? Like, the pitcher. Like, yes, the catcher.
Get down, right?
Like, he didn't throw it, but like, since when do you not fucking duck, bro? Like, move. Like, get the fuck out of the way, bro.
Second there. You know the ball's going to second, right?
Yeah, it's not like it was a good throw. I'll show it again. He definitely threw the ball offline. It was not a good throw, but.
I mean, this guy, yeah, he's just like,
watch how the baseball's moving though. That ball's gonna run right back to the second baseman and skip right where it's supposed to. Like, get the fuck out of the way.
that dude did something. He fired it out. He fucking threw a fucking ball and hit him. He's pissed him off.
Bro, you know how bad that shit hurt, bro? One more time.
Yeah, that was a good throw. Boom.
You got a helmet on. Like, you wear a helmet in baseball for a reason.
Look at his reaction. He instantly goes down. That wasn't no LeBron James. Like, let me take a second. That was a fool. I just got fucking hit in the head, bro.
He's lucky it wasn't the temple, bro. He would have died. That shit, he got fucking smoked, dude, last time.
Great headshot, bro. There's a fucking Call of Duty headshot for you.
Anybody know if he stayed in the game? Drop it in the chat. Let me know if he stayed in the game. I'm curious.
So no stacks today. He did drop them in the chat. We had a pretty slow start to the show, you could say. So if you see him on there, let's run him again. Stacks, if you want to run him again, we'll give you your flowers, homie.
Shit, I hope he's all right. Everyone's sitting in there dropping it in the chat saying he definitely came out of the game. God damn, bro, he got smoked.
Yeah. You know who might get smoked this year? I'll be honest. This is a pitcher. It's just a pitcher. Okay. The next thing.
There you go. Good job.
It's just a pitcher. All right. And I wanted to really hear Stack's opinion. And I wanted to hear our boy Razor's quick opinion on it as well. But we'll have to listen to that next week. But Aaron Rodgers, ladies and gentlemen, old A-Rod, he went ahead and signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Black and yellow.
Bro, he's old as fuck, dude.
I think he might be smoked. You know what I mean? By Tomlin, the king of, pretty much mediocre. He gets you right above mediocre. I believe he's one of the best leaders of men, but not one of the best X and O's.
Bro, did you not upload the AI that I sent of him?
I didn't.
Did you not? You didn't send it in?
You didn't send me nothing.
Yes, I did. You just didn't watch it. We had an AI video of fucking Aaron Rodgers.
Really?
Doing the same. Yeah. It's all good. We'll get it next week, maybe.
Damn, I love that shit. I love
it's so funny too. It's such a good one. It's such a good one.
That shit. Yeah,
he's like, the first thing he says is, I told you I'd drag this shit out long enough to where nobody cares.
Oh shit. So honestly, I go, my wife, I go, oh, Aaron Rodgers signed with Pittsburgh because like her dad was a big Pittsburgh fan, and she goes, you mean the old Packer guy? And then I'm like, yeah. She goes, he's too old. And I'm like,
not the blue jean one, not that old. We're not going back to Favre, the one that came after.
yeah, right. No, but she knows, like, she just thinks Aaron Rodgers, like, she's like, that guy just, she likes football, bro, and like, she's pretty good on it. Like, she's just like, he's not. And I kind of thought Aaron was going to be better, but man, he was done in New York after that injury on after he came out with the flag and shit and tore his Achilles. I mean, but the offensive line is horrible. Pittsburgh offensive line is not too great. I don't think it's a match made in heaven. They'll probably be 8-8, 8-9, 9-8, some shit like that. Did you get Stack's play? He dropped it. I fucking right up there. My fault. Yeah, he just dropped it recently. I meant to say something, but it went quick. The comments moved quick. There we go. Stack's play today. Blue Jays over 8.5. There we go. Oh yeah, JM. He's definitely retiring after this.
And I tell you what,
shout out to Mally Mal in the building. Good to see you, homie.
Shout out to all the people in the chat, man. Everybody, whether you're on X, because between X and YouTube, it says we got like almost 300 people. But if you're in the X, jump on over to YouTube, man. Hit the subscribe button to Pub Sports Radio. Everybody consider going to pubsportsradio.com. Also, we got to grow.
150 likes, 150 live. Either
Not
one.
just the show, man. The whole channel. We got to grow it all, man. We need you guys' help. That's why we keep asking. So thank you to everyone that does support us. All you that are here, you support. So y'all are the best. Thank you for being here. Let's see if we can get it up to 150 live so we can give back.
Yeah, and just hit the like button. We'll hit one of those. We'll get to live. We'll get the likes, and we'll give away 50 bones here. Start off our week.
Monday, right? Yeah. There you go.
Start off Medicate Monday, the week right.
I got to roll my second joint, man.
With 50 bones on us. But yeah, I was hoping we get Wham Talk. He missed Sunday's show yesterday. Hope you guys tuned in to us yesterday. The OG crew. We all hit our bets. So shout out to Bobano, shout out to Ski. Shout out to everyone who supports. But yeah, man, we got some funny shit on deck here. And this next one here.
You got action today too? Because I do.
I do. Yeah, I have. I want to wait because I got action. It's crazy is, I have 2 bets on the NBA Finals, which we're going to talk about here in just a moment, and for Game 3. And I've been seeing it very well, to be quite honest with you. So I'm excited about Game 3. And
you've already made 2 bets on it?
Yeah, and then bet them this morning. And then I have 2 thoughts.
No, that's how many bets I got today.
2 bets that I would like to make tonight. One, but I'm going to wait and talk it out with the hockey guys. It's crazy, but I want to place a hockey bet tonight. So we got Jimmy, we got Connor coming through in the second half of the hour, and we could talk that shit and really see what's going on here in the hockey game tonight, because I want to bet it, and I think there's some edges there, bro, and obviously we have the best guys here to talk about it in the chat too. So let me know in the chat what y'all thinking. What's the vibe in Game 3 tonight? What's the vibe in Game 3 tomorrow night? I believe it's Wednesday night. They're drawing this shit out with the NBA Finals.
Has it played out how you thought it would so far, for the most part?
Has it?
Yeah, I'm asking. Did you see the Pacers winning that first game or just covering?
No, I thought they would. I didn't think they would win one. I didn't think they would win one. I thought they were going to cover. I did think that they had a chance to win Game 1, but I thought it would be very, very close. But I thought Oklahoma City would find a way to win. And
like by 4 points.
And I think Indiana would come back and exactly. And I thought Indiana would win both games. So since we're on it, let's talk about it. I like it. I'm on Indiana plus 5.5. All right. I think they win the game. But as Collins clips, he got the 5. I got the 5.5. I think they do win. But just in case they give it away late, some bullshit, because OKC might still win these 2, right? They'll probably still Game 4, right? And it goes back 2-2 to Oklahoma City. I think the game is for sure. This series is going 7 after Game 1. After you win one in Oklahoma City, last night the writing was on the wall. Now Oklahoma City can win in Game 6 in Indiana. I just don't see it. So I think Indiana can very easily actually win these next 2 games, but I have a feeling Oklahoma City is going to steal Game 4. But yeah, I love the 5.5. And I'm on Hallie points, rebounds, and assists over 30.5 minus 120, I believe, little juice there. But he's due for a game. If you're watching Hallie, he's coming alive, especially in game 2. He came alive in that fourth quarter. He was really, really prolific offensively in that fourth quarter. Realistically, he can get his. He needs to be more aggressive. He's going to have one of those games in game 3, though, probably triple-double. It's been a little bit. He's going to have one of those games. He's going to load up the stat sheet. I like his rebounds. His assists were up from game 1. But at the end of the day, he's due for one of those games where he just loads the stat sheet up. I think it's honestly more from the points. I think he has some good points. I'm not mad at his just points alone, but you can't go wrong with his rebounds and assists. So PRA Hallie over 30.5 is good money. And the Indiana Pacers, ladies and gentlemen, you give me 5.5 points. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. They continue to be disrespected. Rick Carlisle, these boys will be ready, and they'll be better. The role players will play better at home because they didn't even play that good in game 1 and they stole one, right? They're going to get their best game from Hallie in game 3. Siakam didn't play well in game 2. I look for him to play more like game 1. And then the entire crew, Neesmith, Nimhart, Obi, Mathern, who found his game in game 2, look for him to be better in Indy, a little bit more of what we've seen in game 2 there in game 3 in Indiana. So I love Indiana plus 5.5, and I expect a big game from Hallie over 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. How are you feeling about game 3, Cap?
I mean, I'm not gonna make my first bet going against you. I was considering.
Get out of here, Steven. Go ahead.
I was considering Oklahoma first half, but I'm not gonna do that. I mean, I was waiting to see what you had said, so I'm not gonna. If I'm not betting something, I'm not just gonna start now. I've been watching, the finals. I think the playoffs for the most part have been more enjoyable again. The NBA's just got to figure out the regular season, but Oklahoma City sure looked good last game, bro.
Well, I mean, that was it, bro.
They had to. I know it was their second home game. They had to win.
They were minus 4.5 first quarter. They're minus 7.5 first half. They're fucking minus 11 for the game, right? I mean, their edge is defense, and they still gave up 100 almost. They made me sweat that 108.5. There's no reason I should sweat. They still gave up 100. Their defense just ain't that good. They have good defenders, but overall, they're pretty soft, in my opinion. They don't have guys that can just go get you buckets. You need guys that can. You got one guy. Jalen Williams ain't that dude, bro. He's not that guy. Now, they're lucky that they're playing the Indiana Pacers, and they still have a shot to get the NBA Finals. Because maybe coaching's not going to have enough, because there's clearly the better team, but they're outmatched with coaching, and Indiana's not that far in talent-wise. Oklahoma City's got more talent, yes, but Indiana's right there. I mean, they got more guys that could actually go get their own bucket. You got Hallie who can get his bucket. You got Siakam who can go get his bucket. You got Mathern who can go get his own bucket. Outside of Shea, I don't see no one who you're really confident, hey, ball in hand, go get me one. People say J-Dub, but I'm not seeing it, bro. I'm not seeing it. Too streaky for me, too in and out. I
might have something I like in this. Hold on, let me pull this up. Let me see what the number is. Oh, man, never mind. It's too juicy. I was going to say, what about Shea's threes? Because it'll be over
160. What is it, 160?
It's all over the place. I mean, there's like minus 140s out there, but I still don't even want to bet that.
Depth coin. Yeah, I mean, they both got depth. I mean, they got 2 points over there in Indiana. They don't got 1 point guard in Oklahoma City. Shea stepped up and distributed the ball. I mean, Shea's great. He's great. But you ain't got nobody that's out there distributing and getting anyone else the ball either outside of Shea. Who's out there creating for others? Caruso? Lou Dort? Get the fuck out of here. You need players. You need other guys. You need somebody else besides Shea that's going to make somebody else better. Or go say, hey, go win me the game, because Shea is not there right now. But, we shall see. We shall see. I think the 5.5 is a gift, and Indiana's super live to win the game. let's go. Let's get to the. Hey, we got all definitions though. There's all kinds of track stars here, and this might be one of the most dedicated track stars I've seen. This right here. It's got to be California. It's got to be like Pomona. I wish I would knew where it was, but I don't. But it's somewhere probably in Cali. But this is one dedicated track star, ladies and gentlemen. Full time, no part time. Full time. Look at her. Check her out. She got the motherfucking the ankle monitor on, and she pregnant,
bro.
On the motherfucking track.
So like, I send in content gold, and it doesn't make its way in here. I'm just gonna start sending it to T. This is what you bring me instead of what I sent in. This is what we get instead of what I sent in.
Hey, what the
fuck?
For real. What? You didn't send me the fucking thing, and you can send it in the chat. This is easy. You know what I'm saying?
Don't make me do that.
Funny to me.
Make me do this.
Oh, that's a track star right there. If you know, bro, that's a dedicated track star. Hey man,
did you send in that QB I sent you last night?
You know, house arrest. She's pregnant and she's still on the block. That's dedication, man. That's dedication. I can appreciate it. I'm sorry that you can't, Cab. What you say?
What does that say?
My phone. I told you my phone went in the water last night, bro. It didn't.
Oh, now it's your phone.
It went through.
Before it was me not sending it to you. Now it's your phone. I got you.
Yeah. Oh. Our boy needs the link. Let me send him the link.
Man, shout out to Julio Villa in the chat, man. Mark A. Justin, Cheshire Cat, our guy. Thanks for the $2 dono.
Why you hating on the? You don't like the Prego, bro? It's dedication, man. It's dedication.
I mean, you could probably pay extra for some different services that you couldn't get before.
I mean, she had the motherfucking ankle monitor on. She had the high stilettos on, and she had the 40 water belly. I mean, that shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. Let's talk about it though, man. We got wake up and get monies, right?
I got action.
Yeah, let's get to a wake up. Let's wake up and get some money with our guy Daby.
Wake up and get money. Wake up and get money. I wake up and get money. I wake up and get money. Wake up and get money.
Man, I hate to do it. I hate to do it to my guy Mills. And you know what? Mills can go get those 4.5 strikeouts. 4.5 strikeouts, actually, for Dustin May is really not that much. I've seen people have 5 strikeouts and pitch terrible games. That being said, I'm 100% on the other side here. I am rolling with the Padres. You can call them my Padres if you want. That's what Jose always does. I do like this team. I bet on them a lot. I have a good read on them. I took their team total over 3.5 here. LA's favored, so you can get that team total at not too much juice. I got -115 for over 3.5. And here's the deal. LA, even though, I mean, they're still winning baseball games, right? They're still 39-27. They are struggling just a bit right now with the pitching injuries, with the things starting to pile up. You can even go look, at their last 5 games. They've dropped 3 of their last 5. They did win their last one against St. Louis, but they lost the series to St. Louis. Like I said, dropped 3 of their last 5. I guess the Padres have too, but Padres seem to be trending up and getting healthier at this moment in time. And they kind of already went through their down spell. I think the Padres come out here at home on fire. You get the 3.5. It's a beautiful number. So I don't hate backing Pivetta. He's been on fire this year. 6-2, 3.16 ERA. I think they win the game as well. So, I mean, you can get plus money on that. But I like their team total, and I like the over more. So go with the team total. And then I took Jackson Merrill at plus money over 1.5 bases as well. So those 2 bets I got. I got plus 110 for Jackson Merrill.
I love it. Yeah. So we got some love-ins for the Padres here in the chat. One of our it ran off the screen. I couldn't see it, but someone mentioned sugar-free. Is exactly what I was thinking when I seen that bitch. Sugar-free? Yeah, man. I give you a bitch if I give you my joint. Yeah, man. I love me some sugar-free. That dude's a clown. I'm on the phone. Shout out to everyone in the chat, though. Let's run up the likes. Let's get these likes up. Let's try to give away 50 bones. And, Yeah, back to you know how crazy this is though, bro. This is why I kind of think it might be like the team total look. I went back to him as a side. Padres bullpen is very taxed. Shout out to our guy Spoon Betts giving his knowledge.
I saw Spoon. I saw our guy Gorky drop it earlier. What was it, Jose? He was trying to say Spoon and Gorky the other day and called him Sporky. That shit tripped me out. That's so funny. Sports are funny utensil. Shout out Gorky in the chat as well, man. And Spoon and Wine Time. All you guys in there, man.
Yeah, I think Gorky dropped a $2 dono. Good looking out, my dude. Good looking out. We see Nasty Nate in the building. Sugar free coated. Yeah, sugar free, man. That's a lot of game. You
heard the 9 in a row. Pay attention.
That's a lot of game. TC player of the day. Mariners plus 142. He's hit 9 in a row.
I think he's lost one since then, but he did hit 9 underdogs in a row last week. Or
good. Now it's fine. Okay, let me get back on the wagon now. Let's go. Shout out to our guy TC dropping the knowledge Cupcake Thunder. That's a new name in the chat.
Right. Man, look at these names coming in the chat I haven't seen, man. Shout out to all you guys.
I dig it, my man.
And shout out to the members, man. If you do support us and support the channel and you're not a member, thinking about hitting that join button in the description. The members keep this channel going. So thank you guys that all support us, man.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. For real. A simple like, a simple retweet that goes a long way. But if you can't support the movement, $5-10 a month, it's much appreciated. Jeff does a lot for the company, and we just trying to grow, bring you guys good, solid content, and in the bag, man. We gotta win it. We all want to win. We want to have a good motherfucking time doing it too. And why not soak up some knowledge for every one of us? That's what this chat's about. Like our guy Spoon dropping some knowledge, chappy fun. Let's go.
He's taking some dabs at work, man. Shout out to you, man. I hope they're good dabs.
Hey, check this out. This is why this is crazy to me, Cap.
Oh yeah, you can't see backstage. After this, do what you're doing, and then after this, our guy Billy just came on camera.
Okay, so we got a coach. We got our this Coach Carlisle. It's just a picture, right? But does this not seem like destiny, bro? He's the same coach with Reggie and them boys in 03, got them all over, couldn't get them over the hump. If you know basketball, guys that are like hard into basketball in this chat, Stacks, come on, man, this shit is crazy. Steven, Mr. OKC over there, this shit is crazy to me. 2 decades later, he's back with the boys. Trying to get Indiana that championship. This guy did it with Dallas.
You're talking to somebody
amazing team.
You're talking to somebody who's always, been a Mavs guy. So Rick Carlisle is that fucking dude. Shout out to Rick Carlisle. You're not gonna hear any opposite from me, man.
Dude, with that roster, with Dirk was a stud. But with that, Josh Howard,
they weren't that good. They were good, but they weren't that good.
There's no way they should have beat fucking that Miami team. LeBron.
They should have beat them the year before, and the refs fucked them. But
Chris, that was bullshit with Dwayne Wade getting a foul every fucking year. I don't know how Shaq. Yeah, Dwayne Wade carried Shaq to that, and Dwayne Wade, they were on this fucking dick. I don't know what the fuck he did. Maybe he gave away his. You know what Dwayne Wade did? He probably gave away his son for that. That's what he did. He gave away his son.
Shut the fuck up.
He did. He gave away his son. Now she's a bitch. Now he's a bitch. His son is a girl.
How about, dude, talk about Chappie.
Hey, if you win this NBA Finals, if we let you win this NBA Finals against a clearly better team in the Dallas Mavericks, your son will be a girl.
All right, clip that. Big Show. Where are we at in the show? Time out. We're clipping.
Where do I sign? Now he's got to fucking run around with that shit.
All right.
Be all happy.
I don't know how to fucking look at times and shows, but I'm gonna have to figure that out. Our guy Chappie, though, he grabbed the membership, man, right after we shouted it out. That is a wild comment, Dutch. I'm trying to think about what to say to Chappie. Much love. We got the dono train. Let's run it.
I think you got to sacrifice some shit. I think he sacrificed his son.
Shut the fuck up.
There's no way they had it. You brought it up.
We're not bringing Billy on anymore because I'm not letting him weigh in on this topic.
You brought it up.
Billy's gonna be like, oh, you know what? Now that you say it, that probably did happen. And at the same day on this fucking channel, such and such was playing on TV. Like, we're not doing this shit, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what happened, bro. I think that's really what happened. If you watch basketball, you know basketball. They shouldn't have beat Dallas that year.
Now, I've told you this is a true story. Now, this is actually real. This guy who was like he worked on like stretching and massaging like players and refs, right? That's what he did. That was his job for like when people cramped and stuff.
Yeah.
He was at this house that we were all at when I was in high school, right? And he goes, they fucking told the refs to call more fouls on Dwayne Wade, like, or to like put him on the line. Like they told him to put him on the line, bro.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, I watched that whole thing. Like, Shaq wasn't Shaq back then, so you could be like, oh, Shaq and Dwayne Wade. No, Dwayne Wade was getting every call. He's falling over. It was kind of like James Harden.
He said it was at halftime. They made the call. Like they literally, he was in there when they got told to put him on the. It wasn't like, it was very subtle, and it was just like, hey, put him on the free throw line, basically.
Yeah, I believe that shit, dog. I remember that. Like, I'm telling you, like I've watched so much basketball, and there was a point where I couldn't not watch any minute of basketball. Now it's like I can go through a game and go in and out of it, but it's not like it used to be for me. I still love it, but it used to be everything to me. I couldn't.
Yeah, but one time for our guy Chappie. Now that I found it, you know I'm slow. Chappie, thanks for becoming a member, man. Shout out to all the members, man. We love you guys. I couldn't believe
those calls Dwayne Wade was getting.
I'm rich, biatch.
Look at how the comments are on the show. That shit looks dope. Good job.
Yeah. Check it out. Let's go to Jersey, man. Our boy Mills came in, threw a jab and then threw some love at our boy Billy. How much Mr. Juice, always bringing us a little bit of everything. And I'm kind of sad that there's no WNBA on Mondays. I mean, I really am, because I would love to hear our guy Billy break down these ladies. I got a lot to say about Caitlin Clark too, but maybe for another day. Our boy always putting in work right here on Puff Sports Radio, especially Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. right out here on the fresh side. MMA Locker Room, Big Show, TC, MMA Mills, and our boy Billy, the motherfucking kid. Let's go.
Regulators!
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean. Earn your keep.
You didn't mention kneecap.
Billy.
What up, boys? How's everyone doing today?
I was doing better until Dutch started talking about people selling their children to be females. But doing good, man.
That's what What do you expect from Dutch sometimes?
That's exactly what I expect, actually. Good point. Cheers, Billy.
Cheers. I'm about to roll something up right now.
Nice.
Luckily, we do have a
he hasn't lifted his arms up yet.
We got a WNBA game on the slate today, Dutch. We got Golden State Valkyries taking on the LA Sparks. And you know what a wise man had taught me is the most profitable bet in sports betting? When everybody goes left, you go right. Everybody and their fucking moms is going to walk up to this window today and take the Valkyries plus the points. No way the Sparks supposed to be laying -6, 6.5, going up to 7 in some places. LA Sparks revenge game. They lost the last game against the Valkyries. Yeah, they're 1-4 at the crib. They're getting this W tonight against the Valkyries, and they're going to cover the spread. Double digits, Commissioner Cup game. I love it for the Sparks tonight.
I love that coming through, giving us the goods. You see the vibes, man. It's hockey here, man. Can't wait for the game tonight. We got Connor Mack and Jimmy the Bag sliding through shortly to really break it down. I know sometimes you dabble in the ice. You got anything going tonight in this hockey game?
I would take the under 6.5, but the way the first two games have looked in this series, I wouldn't go crazy on it or anything like that. But just numbers wise, like this screams like Florida in the under. I think the under 6.5 is like the best bet. Everybody saw the last two games. The one on I believe that was Friday night. It was 4-5 final score. They went over in the first period. Like the full game total went over in the first period, damn near. I think this is an under spot. A little bit of familiarity between the two teams, different city. I like the under in both games threes, actually, in hockey and basketball. I think the first half under in the NBA game on Wednesday is the spot that I'm looking for.
And from a side perspective, I'm on the Indiana Pacers plus the 5.5, and I'm on Hallie points, rebounds, and assists on the props. How we feeling about that? Shout out to Gorgie with another $2 dono. Appreciate you. You know, hey, and I'm not hating on Dwayne Wade. You know, you make decisions. People say I'm hating. You know, you can say what it is. D trip.
No, you're just spreading
Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade.
Lies. Dwayne
Wade played amazing.
You're lying. Spreading misinformation.
Okay, listen, Dwayne Wade played amazing. He was flash. He played amazing, but he got every fucking call in the book, and that motherfucker was on the ground more than he was fucking on his motherfucking feet. All right. And I still can't believe they beat Dallas that year. I really can't. So I think
I still can't believe they beat Dallas that year either, bro. I don't think people understand that.
He did sacrifice his boy. You agree?
I thought that was wild.
Doing this for the rest of the show.
I thought that was wild when it happened in the moment of like, man, that had to be one of the biggest upsets in NBA Finals history.
It was big time. I mean, you know, Dallas was good back then. They lost to the Warriors. That was pretty, you know, Baron Davis and them boys. That was pretty crazy though. 8-1, you know, AC versus 1. But yeah, that was Miami was not that good to me. Shaq was on one leg, you know, and Dwayne Wade was just becoming flash. But yeah, he definitely got his flowers in that one. And so did his son.
That's why I'm a little bit nervous about the finals, because if you look at some of the history between the teams that have been like severely like underdogs and ended up winning, a lot of them are Rick Carlisle coach teams or have Pascal Siakam on it, the most recent one. And then the Pistons LA Laker one, I always call that an outlier.
So from a side perspective, what did you say? My bad. Did you say you like?
I just like the unders, but I think you got to take the Pacers into points, even though OKC is gonna pop up in like models and stuff like that for Game 3. I wouldn't trust the models on this one here. I think Indiana is gonna get a nice little home little spot here at Game Bridge and probably win Game 3.
I love that, Billy. Before we got a little something for you.
I just asked Big Show to upload a couple things. I don't know if he can or not, but I asked.
We appreciate you coming through. But hey, I don't know, man. You know, you're a young cat, and sometimes you know you seem like you got a good head on your shoulders, though, Billy. So you might not have to, you know, take as hard as pass as some people have to learn, right? You know, you don't even sound right coming from a gay person. Can you say that if you're gay?
I don't know who you're talking to because I know you're not talking to me.
Yeah, either pause. Gay people can't say pause. That's fucking weird, bro.
No, you're not talking.
But come on, man. Hey, but Billy, don't get in trouble, man. You want to stay the fuck up out of the county because it ain't never where you ever want to be, but it's getting a little worse. The Glock Dookie, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't heard of the Glock Dookie,
another thing Dutch sent in, by the way, the person who calls people gay. Hold on. Should we really talk about things that you send to me and want to be sending in? If you're going to go around and act, hold on. He's going to get real defensive, Billy. Watch this. He's about to get real fucking defensive. You're going to call me that and send me the shit that you sent me yesterday, bro? And no wonder your phone fucking broke because you didn't want anybody to see. You were hoping it broke. You threw it in the pool. He threw it in the fucking pool because his wife was about to see the shit that he sent me in a text message.
So shit, bro. Hey, man, I stand on it, bro. I don't give a fuck. Hey, the Glock Dookie, ladies and gentlemen, stay the fuck away. Stay the fuck out of county jail. Learn to dance.
Gotta find the clip.
Glock Dookie, man. This shit is hilarious, though. Oh, man. And that was fucked up, Cal.
You ruined my fucking day, bro.
Oh, man. The crazy shit in jail now, they making Glock Dookies. What? A Glock Dookie. Take a water bottle. And then you just fill it up with piss, shit, with any kind of fucking body fluid you can, and you just let it sit, and you just let it chill in your room and shit. Anytime you got some beef, you pull it out and you just spray a motherfucker with that shit. It's so many videos you could just watch of motherfuckers fighting with the Glock Dookies, and they say this shit is crazy. It'll clear the whole flow once that shit gets sprayed. Oh, dude. So somebody spray you in the face. You ain't fighting no more. They just spraying Glock Dookies at each other.
Oh, fuck. This just ruined my day.
Yeah, the Glock Dookie.
The Glock
Yeah,
Dookie.
imagine somebody hit you with the Glock Dookie, man. Your whole week fucked up.
I promise I'm not getting you a Glock Dookie.
The Glock Dookie worse than the real good. I'd rather let it shoot me than hit me with the Glock Dookie.
Same, please. Put 3 in me. Put fucking holes in me,
not the
dude.
Glock Dookie. That shit. And then it's like, bacteria and all that shit. You're going to get sick, some rash.
Bro. So, like, imagine being, like, first day out on the fucking yard, right? And you're, like, ready to check anybody because you're fucking nervous and you're going to be there for, like, 2 years. And, you fucking step up to the first motherfucker that looks at you wrong. And he sprays you with shit right in the face, bro. I swear to God, like what? Like,
no, that's not how it goes down, Daby. It goes down like this. It probably comes on like commissary day or some shit like that, where you're supposed to break off some commissary for somebody, and then the Glock Dookie thing. It's crazy that I'm starting to see that a lot more popular now.
I don't want to know about that. That's gross as fuck.
Oh, that's nothing new to Billy, the Glock Dookie.
Billy's like, yeah, it's a thing. It's what we do. He's like, you guys used to fight. We throw shit on people nowadays.
Have you seen? Do you guys follow Funny Mike on Twitch? Dude that has a song called Pookie Lean. That's the person that I saw do the Glock Dookie.
Wow, that was a lot. What? No, I don't know Pookie Lean or Glock Dookie. I learned that.
Oh shit! All right, Billy, my man. This is hilarious. But what you smoking on over there?
Got a nice little paper plane rolled up. About to.
Oh, that's a good joint.
Yeah, nice little size. Because I don't want it too big where you can't pull the fucking joint and then it starts resin at the bottom of it. But then you don't want it too small where like you smoke it and you feel like you got to smoke another joint.
Oh, by the way, Dutch, I'll keep forgetting you can't see our guy Jimmy is backstage and ready whenever we are ready.
Yeah, let's we're gonna keep Billy around too. So when we talk hockey, we have a brother on it. It's a good look.
You don't have to say your thoughts out loud when you're on screen, bro. You can just keep them in your head sometimes.
Oh, fuck it, bro. You're always so worried about shit, man. Just say how you really
I'm
feel.
not worried about anything. You do whatever you want. I am simply telling you that you don't have to do that. And you also don't need to be sending me pictures like what you sent me yesterday.
Say how you really feel. Hey, man, we're worldwide here on Pub Sports Radio on the motherfucking Sesh right here on Medicate Mondays. We go to California. We go to Delaware. We go to Indiana. You know what I mean?
Get high all around the world.
Why don't we go to fucking
continent?
Why don't we cross the border, baby? Why don't we cross the motherfucking border into Toronto, Canada? You know what I mean? The land of many opportunities, right? I don't know. They got good hockey there. They got good fucking hockey, and they got Jimmy the motherfucking bag. That's why you can find him Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, breaking it down like a pound right here, Pub Sports Radio, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Our guy Jimmy the motherfucking bag. Let's go.
It was all a dream.
What's up, fellas? How are you guys? Thank you for having me.
Oh,
man, just medicating, trying to forget about some of the things Dutch has said and sent me over the past few days. Enjoying my Monday with you,
Why
Billy.
the fuck are always thinking about me, Jim? I don't know. It's fucking weird, bro.
He tries so hard.
It's fucking weird, man. How you like this?
Tries too hard.
Hey, Jimmy,
it's like Jimmy shows up and he tries even harder, Jimmy.
So I just popped the tag on this morning, Jim, and this was supposed to be yours. Remember, I didn't get my bag. I haven't got you this.
This was your gift? What the fuck?
Yeah, I got this.
This was supposed to be yours.
I got him this and a bat and a hat to match, right? But the hat was in my backpack. The suitcase didn't make it. So, and then I realized it's only a large. I don't know, Jimmy. Jim, he might not. He might want an extra large. Anyways, I kept it for what, 4 years now.
That's so fucked up.
What the fuck?
This is
Welcome to the Sesh, Jimmy.
Pop the
I
tag.
ran out of clean clothes, so I just started opening up your gifts and just decided to wear it.
No,
Hey, it looks great.
Hey, man. 4 years later, I gotta get him an extra large, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and now I'm a hockey fan, Jimmy. I don't know if you know, I'm a real hocky fan now. So
How could you not be watching this series?
Holy shit! It was fucking live. I couldn't leave. I was at South Point playing a little poker. It was more looking at it, I couldn't believe how much I was. I actually went home, came back and watched it because it went to double overtime. Watched a little bit of game 1, but game 2 was like a movie to me, bro. That shit was insane. I know it didn't probably end out the way you wanted, unfortunately, but I know you still hit the team total over.
Every period felt like a hockey game.
Yeah.
A full game. I was fucking exhausted. You know,
how you been, Jim? How was your weekend, first of all?
Oh, it was great. I got just absolutely liquored up on Racing with Razor. My man Guillermo Zertucci, we got to watch him celebrate the birth of his grandson right there, Cow. So cool. And it got liquored up. I called the Belmont pretty well, you know. I was all over sovereignty. I've been thinking about, again, the same thing that we deal with always is I should have made more money off of it. That's all. Every time you're right, you're like, well, I didn't make enough money off of it, which is something we battle.
No, how do I always manage to lose enough and never win enough?
That's how I felt about the last 2 games of the NBA of the finals. Like game 1 was nice. Game 2, I gave a little bit back on a fucking parlay prop, but I hit the team total last night. It was under on the Pacers, so I don't know how it got that close, but to me it was the clear play. Shout out to our guy Connor Mack. I don't know if you tuned it, but he will be joining us here shortly as well. To talk a little hockey, because we want to turn up the vibes here on the Sesh with the Stanley Cup edition. I think you've kind of set the tone week after week how important this finals is. And, I guess it took me a little bit to come around, but I'm like, this shit is the real deal. It's a lot. Get your fucking popcorn ready because it's showtime, man. It is show fucking time with these 2 hockey teams. It doesn't get much better.
I realized I had bet Jimmy because of you. 3 bets that I tailed with you in hockey, and then I tailed Razor twice on the first period overs. Man, I'm fucking 5-0 in hockey, man, and I don't know shit. I don't know shit about it, so I'm cool with hockey right now, man. That's why I'm enjoying listening to it too.
Oh, it's been incredible. I do want to talk a tiny bit about basketball. So if you want to open with that, or how would you want to handle this? What do you want to hit first?
Or MLB if you have any MLB too, because I do have MLB action as well.
I just basketball. Let me just touch on it a little bit with my plan of action. Obviously game 2 was as easy as capping gets. So
nice. I like that too. You had enough balls to you and Ski, said trifecta. I believe it was the first quarter, first half for you.
Just first quarter full game. With the first quarter was the tightest. That almost didn't come through. I wish that I could never bet game 1s in any series ever. I mean, it's just you want to hit game. You want the reaction to the situation. You don't want. But in saying that, the line move in the Pacers-Knicks series from home when you'd switch cities was minimum of 7.5 points. Minimum of 7.5 points. And I think that the easiness of Oklahoma City winning game 2 sets us up to get paid. And, when people were saying, so many people would say Thunder in 6. And my reply was, if it gets to Indianapolis in game 6, that's going to be the toughest game of the year for the Thunder. I don't know why everybody would just be. So I haven't moved yet, and I want to pick the time right, but I think the Pacers win one of these 2 games. If I think that, I should bet the spread and money line on both games. The thing is if they win outright in game 3, we're not going to get the line that we want in game 4. If you cash, so basically it's this, and you have to be comfortable, if what goes wrong and with the losses. But I'm going to be on the Pacers plus the points. I'm trying to pick the right time. I think it's probably now. I don't think it gets to 6, although I'm clicking on it every 30 minutes. And money line, spread and money line in game 3. And if I lose both, I go back to it in game 4. I have to be comfortable with that situation. And if I win game 3, then stop and probably hammer the Thunder, or not hammer the Thunder, but bet the Thunder in game 4. So that's my plan. That's my plan.
I love it.
Game 3 feels like a game 3 off the market feels like a pros versus Joes type of spot where like you're starting to see a couple of 4.5 some places and stuff like that. And I feel like the sharps are betting the Thunder, but in reality, just because it's pros versus Joes, you see this in football all the time. Doesn't mean the public can't get paid out. I think the public gets paid out on Wednesday night back in the Pacers.
I don't think the public is going to be on the Pacers.
I think they are. Home underdog plus 5.5. Line's already coming down to 4.5.
It's not coming down to 4.5. It's done the opposite. It's come from 4.5 to 5.5.
I got down to 4.5 off the opener last night before the game ended. I looked at FanDuel.
Indiana belongs on the court with Indiana Pacers or with Oklahoma City. That's my drift of it, you know.
But wait, so are you getting a 4.5 right now, Brizzy?
Yes.
Where?
Pull up my phone. Pull up the sports books. Give me a second. I got to pull up this app and look at all
you're
this.
gonna have to dig deep to find the 4.5.
Money line. I think this is going to be Hallie's best game so far of the series. So I'm on the points, rebounds, and assists over 30.5. I think Indiana can win both of these games. I think they definitely win game 3. I'm a little worried about game 4. But I think Indiana's destined. I said it before. I think it goes to 7, and they're super live to win. I'm gonna stick with it, man. I think they could definitely win both of these games. Thunder are not that good. They're just not that good. I'm telling you right now, Shea is unfucking believable. He is. The coaching, there's a different level of coaching there. Rick Carlisle's on a whole nother level. And outside of Shea, I know Jimmy and Ski and these guys and you know, Wham are all high on this guy, Jalen Williams. He's a talented dude. But in money time and the NBA Finals, this is the only other guy you got that can go out there and somewhat create. For anyone else or for himself. It doesn't work that way. It's just Indiana's got too many guys that can compete. They're too well coached. Carlisle will find a way to keep them competitive. Look how they didn't even play well in game 1 and still won. I mean, they didn't even play well. One player had above their talent was Obi Toppin. Played out of his fucking mind. Outside of that, who really played well in game 1?
But Dutch, if you feel this way, if you truly feel this way, you should make $10,000 in the next week and a half.
Yeah.
Bam.
Really, because if you're going to be taking money lines on these spots, if you take them to win the game in the series, I mean, you're getting huge lines. If you take them to win, how easy is it to make? If you're right, how easy is it to make $10,000? Right now, if you take the Pacers to win the series, minimum you're getting is plus 400.
Yeah, I just never really liked those future bets, Jim, because anything can happen. Like if Siakam goes down on Wednesday night, it's a wrap. You know what I mean?
Did you send in the clip of the Halliburton that I sent?
I didn't get no clip from Hallie.
Man, I'm done sending them to you. I'm just sending them in.
I didn't get nothing.
I just think that you are in a extremely fortunate position where you're not going to have to bet much money, and you're going to make a lot of money if you're right. Yeah. You're going to make so much money if you're right. And let's see this, Dutch. In the next 10 years, I bet you're never on a dog this big of a dog that you think is going to win in the NBA Finals.
That's true, because I've never really liked this on dogs. I just honestly think that OKC is super overrated. And I've said that from the beginning, that they're not going to win an NBA championship with Jalen Williams, your second best player.
See, I disagree, but I love that you're on the dog in this confident. I just think, because I've said the same thing about how much money should I be making off the Oilers. And we can get into the argument, how much money should I be making if I'm right? How much money should I be making? And that's why I put 500 down on them when they were down 2-0 against the Kings, because I was like, look, if I'm right, I'm going to make a lot of money. And that's what's happened. That's what's happened through the playoffs. And you are in a wild situation. And I mean this. In the next 10 years, you'll never be in this again. You got to ask yourself, how much do you believe in it? And if you do, I think you should put your foot down on the gas pedal, because, you're going to make so much money if you're right. And usually in our capping, if you're right, you're making minus 110.
Right.
This is such a rarity that you're in right now, Dutch. I don't mean to push you hard to the window. But good God, I would be fucking.
I mean, we're talking about a team, right, that just lost 3 games to the Denver Nuggets, who literally had no bench, right, no coach, new head coach. I mean, Jokic was coaching these boys. They got Russell Westbrook out there giving them many minutes playing their fucking 6th man. No fucking bench outside, right? And they took him to 7. Minnesota obviously wasn't ready with immature fucking Ant. So, I mean, everyone in the chat giving OKC their flowers. They're a good basketball team, but they're not great by any means, in my opinion. I mean, they showed
I'll give you credit, Dutch. I thought they were going to be like 2 years away because they still have that kid, Nikolai Topic, that didn't play this year. That kid was like supposed to be a top 10 pick, and then he hurt his ACL last year. Like, they definitely got some draft picks and some European niggas that people never heard of before that haven't came over yet. That if they did lose this year, I wouldn't be shocked because they could really be there for like the next 4 or 5 years.
Exactly. Dallas fell off. They traded fucking Luka, so they're like, oh, OKC really could be. LA was LA, and then you get Luka from there. That shit with that roster, that trade, we kind of knew it was in. I mean, come on. Outside of that, you got Denver, who clearly had issues. We're talking about the fucking Houston Rockets. These teams. I mean, that's why Minnesota was where they were. I mean, the West was pretty fucking light, in my opinion. What makes was nice.
No, there was a lot of parity in the West this year. There was everything was even.
Phoenix was ass, right? Come on, these are teams that we all expected more of. So you see an 8, right? When she's around a 5, she looked like a 10, but really it's just an 8, and that's what we're doing with OKC. And you got an Indiana Pacer team that continues to get disrespected from these lines, from their suit, from their best player who's disrespected by their peers, by the MVP. I mean, everything just continues to get thrown under the bus, and you're getting fucking 10, 11 points on the road. You're 5.5 points at home. And these motherfuckers are pissed the fuck off, and they're going to take it out on these soft-ass Oklahoma City Thunder. So,
well, can I play devil's advocate for the Indiana Pacers? They played a busted ass fucking Milwaukee Bucks team in the first series. Fucking Damian Lillard was like limping on one leg. In the second series, the Cleveland game, the whole entire starting lineup got hurt in game 2. When the fuck have you ever seen star players sit out of a playoff game and they ended up having that fortunate situation? And then New York series is really the first series that they played.
Mobley set out one game. I wouldn't call Garland a star.
He made the all-star team this year, so theoretically for this season and this year, he's an all-star.
Is he a star though? Is Garland
for this season? He was advertised as an all-star. Yes.
Okay, but is he a fucking star? I mean, really.
If you don't answer the question this time, I'm going to answer it for you.
I think he's a star. I think Darius Garland's a star.
There you go.
They got one star on that team, and that's Donovan Mitchell. Darius Garland would be the 3rd best player on damn near any team.
But how many Donovan Mitchell how many times did Donovan Mitchell play for the Utah Jazz when Rudy Gobert was winning all those defensive player of the years, and they were like number 1, number 2 seeds, and they were getting fucked up in the first or second round of the playoffs every year?
Darius Garland's a star. Get the fuck out of here.
I think he's a star. And if he was healthy, the Cavs would have had a different outcome.
So Indiana had some fortunate luck, bro.
You got both people on both sides with y'all.
I'm just saying, Indiana had some fortunate.
He's a solid basketball player, but he's no fucking star. And Cleveland was going to move that star. He won't be a Cleveland Cavalier this year. So he's not that fucking good because they don't even want his ass in fucking Cleveland. All right?
I do not think that he's getting traded. I think that they want him badly in Cleveland.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think it's a health reason thing. Like, who the fuck wants Darius Garland to stay healthy?
Darius Garland, he ain't. Yeah. I mean, let's see what he had. Yeah, he had 20 and 6 this year. He did shoot for.
He's kind of nice.
That's not bad. That's not bad. But watching him, he's not a star.
But he is a star because he wins basketball games.
Hey, you want to know who a star is? Luka's a star. All right, maybe Ja Morant could be. He's a star. Okay. Darius Garland.
You talking about Luka?
Okay, so how many stars are in the NBA then, Dutch? 7 or 8? So if that's it, then I guess we have a different idea what a star is. So you're right. Exactly. If only a third of the teams have stars, then Garland's not a star. I didn't understand. You know, there's.
You're saying you didn't use the word superstar.
Jason Tatum's a star. Jaylen Brown is a star. You got 2. That's probably that's one of, that's really it. You know what I mean? And Jaylen Brown sometimes peakers the fuck, but we'll call him a star. But Darius Garland's not on their level. Can we agree on that?
Superstar is what you're saying.
I mean,
Well, that's why when you said star, obviously, Brizzy thought you were talking about all-star.
Okay,
that's the way all-stars. He was an all-star this year.
Go around the word superstar. You're a star. You know what I mean? I guess you could say.
But it's just but I mean, it's okay. It's tricky. Then we're talking about a gray area. But I hear what you're saying.
Mills is saying something about the Jazz comment, bro. The Jazz that the couple of years that they had Donovan Mitchell, they were, I believe, in the bubble. They were number 1 seed in the West.
Now we could talk about Mobley being, like he's good, but he ain't no star either. But I'll take him over Garland for sure. But let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Hey, before we get to
now, Dutch, he's not on screen yet, but he's backstage, so I'm sure he'll be ready soon.
All right, let me know when he's back there. And we're gonna before we get into hockey and what a definition, fucking stars and shit. God damn it. We know there's some
superstar, Dutch.
There is no fuck. Okay, if we're talking superstar, it's fucking LeBron James and Steph Curry. All right, that's it. There's two, and Luka probably could be classified as a superstar.
But you're naming all the same people you just named a second ago. So now we're on the same page. All right.
But I'm saying, I don't say that. I'm just saying if we're really saying it, but there's only like 10 stars in the league, guys.
Superstar.
Okay, fine. Superstar. Super duper. He's super duper. Get the fuck out of here. Shit, man. He's a star. You got to be a star. I don't know about no superstar. We want stars. Darius Garland doesn't fit in my book of stars. Let's move the fuck on, please, to a short little skater life. This is a short. We've all been on a skateboard, I'm sure, before. Some longer, some shorter. This would probably classify as one of the shorter rides.
I thought he had it. I thought he was gold. God, and even the tumble, I was like, he's gonna be fine. And then you see the face.
Tumble was fucking hilarious.
What's even funnier is you don't realize that was Dutch on the skateboard.
That was fucking hilarious. Oh, fucking keep trying, Cat. Keep trying.
We need to keep trying. I'm not gonna keep trying. They didn't want to laugh because they felt bad because it was so funny.
Yeah, that's it. Let's go. Let's go. Is our boy back there?
Yes and no, not on screen.
All right, let's get to it, Jim. Let's go, man. We got ourselves one hell of a game in fucking Florida, man. Let me bring this up here real quick. I do want to tell you, Jim, I've been looking at this game for 2 days, right? Just trying to get in hockey mode a little bit. And why not over first period here? Now, 2's at plus 140, 1.5's minus 140. Maybe you get better numbers. There's been 8 goals scored in two games in the first period. I was looking at that. I was thinking, why not bet that? So from a first glance, that's kind of what I was looking at. But you do have a big game and a big kind of, what are they, minus 140, minus 146. I see Florida is at home in the over under of 6.5. Billy came in and said he likes the under in this game. Didn't like hearing that as much, when I was going off of what I was capping here. But let's pass it to you, my man, the hockey guy. What do you think about this?
I think it's going to be a very different couple games in Florida than it was in Edmonton. I think it's going to be lower scoring games in Florida than in Edmonton. I think this sets up. If you like Florida, and I'll break this all down, and I'll try to be quick, but simply put, if you like Florida, you got to be very confident right now, feel like you're in great shape. If you like Edmonton right now, you got to like the line that you're being offered. I've been watching this line go up. I haven't moved on Edmonton yet. I'll be on the Oilers and the team total over 3. I don't want to mess around with the first period over here, because I have my script. I have my plan for the hockey game. And if, it feels sort of gimmicky. But look, sort of first quarter bets, and I bet first quarter on the Thunder. So there's nothing wrong with it's I just if you have a script for the game in your head, I want to keep it very clean. So I'm not going to mess with first. But I would probably be on the first period under 1.5. But you know me, I'm an under better more than over better. Anyways, but let's take this in. Also, right now, the public all over Florida, line moving towards Florida. Right now on the board, we have 74% of the tickets, 86% of the cash on Florida. And those were two extremely close hockey games. Extremely close as you could possibly get. The Panthers and Oilers have been tied or within one goal of each other for 99.2% of the total playing time. I've never seen that in my life, ever in my entire life. Marchand scores in overtime. He's a phenomenal hockey player. He has 7 goals in the Stanley Cup playoffs. That's second on Florida behind Sam Bennett. And Bennett has 3 in the first 2 games. Notice, and we're going to get to this here in a second, but notice that Matthew Tkachuk and Sam Reinhart aren't coming up. We're not seeing very much from them. And I think that's enormous in this series. Absolutely enormous. And we'll get to that here in a little bit. Bennett set an NHL record by scoring his 12th road goal of the playoffs. No one's ever done that before. He's only scored 1 goal at home this year in the playoffs. Marchand is, he's beloved up here. The Toronto fans, Vancouver fans, they hate him. They hate him because they lose to him. Not because they don't want him on their hockey team. Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia native. So he is the second player, 37 or older, to score in each of the first 2 games of the Stanley Cup final. The only other player is Larry Robinson. Did it in 89. That's how special Brad Marchand is. 5th overtime playoff goal of his career. That ties Perry, Verhaeghe, Patrick Kane for most among active players. Only 2 players with more than Marchand, Joe Sakic with 8 and Maurice the Rocket Richard with 6. Marchand becomes the 4th oldest player to score an overtime goal in the Cup final. The only reason why I bring this up is because my favorite player of my whole life, who I modeled my game after, Igor Larionov, has the record at 41. The great Igor Larionov. Marchand became the 2nd oldest with a multi-overtime goal in the Cup final. And Larionov did that, scored in triple overtime in 2002. Seth Jones looks very good in this series, goal and assist. Nate Schmidt's playing better than I've ever seen him play. I've watched him play his whole career with 2 assists. Bobrovsky makes 42 saves. I understand that there's an advantage with Bobrovsky over Skinner. I get it. I'm watching these games. For the Oilers, Bouchard had a goal and 2 assists. He's playing phenomenal. Connor McDavid had 3 assists. He's the best player on the planet. Draisaitl had a goal and assist, and he's the 2nd best player on the planet. Look, the Oilers are not holding leads against Florida. It's a problem. They couldn't hold 2-1 lead, 3-2 lead with all of this on the line. In the 2 games, we're talking about how close they've been. 9 goals, 88 shots on goal, 178 shot attempts. In the last game, 9 goals were scored. The Oilers outshot them 46-42 and outshot attempted 44. It's very, very close. We know that the Oilers are going to create more offense and the Panthers are going to score more on dangerous chances.
You want to make it interesting. How about 178 shots on goal? I mean, that's wild.
Shot attempts.
Yeah, I get it.
In one game. Unbelievable.
That's insane.
It's unbelievable. But, and here's my but, and here's why I'm still going to keep hammering away, is because the Panthers are 4-3 at home during the playoffs. 4-3. That's it. They're 4-3 in the playoffs. When you talk about Connor Brown, you talk about these guys who were here in Florida and watched Florida win the Stanley Cup in front of them. No one's playing on the ice more than McDavid. 35 minutes and 7 seconds last game. I think he'll have the most control over what happens in this hockey game. Leads the Stanley Cup playoffs with 31 points in 18 games. Connor Brown said, we've played in this rink before. There's a comfort level in that. There's a benefit in the kind of, what to expect now from down here. You learn from that experience too. Now, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins going to be a game time decision. That hurts. He didn't practice. Chris Knobloch thinks he's going to be available. Jeff Skinner might take his place. Obviously, he'd rather have Nuge out there. Nuge 18 points plus 6 in the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Oilers already were missing Zach Hyman. Thank God Connor Brown returned. Bobrovsky has been very, very good. Saved 84 of 92 shots. Skinner stopped 66 of 74. He's not been quite as good. But what happens for me is it comes down to these things, okay? I'm going to take the best 2 players in the world against a slightly better team. I'm going to do that comfortably. I'm going to bet on McDavid and Draisaitl, and I will deal with the consequences. Matthew Tkachuk is not playing well. I'm not sure he's fully recovered from the groin injury. He has 17 points in 19 games. Okay. He did not record a shot on goal in game 2. That's the 6th time he's failed to do that in the spring. 6th time. He did not have a shot in 2 of 44 total playoff games. In just 2 of 44 in 23 and 24. Now he has not had a shot, failed to have a shot in 6 games. 6 times. He scores 17 goals for the Panthers, their first 2 playoff appearances and 6-game winners. He has 5 in 19 games. He went through a 10-game goal drought. In the playoffs, a 10-game goal drought. In the 2024 playoffs, he had 2.63 scoring chances per game. This year, he has 1.37. That's a huge drop-off. That ranks 103rd out of 215 skaters who played at least 100 minutes in the playoffs. And that's 8th best on the Panthers. Last postseason, he was 22nd out of 193 qualified skaters. His ice time is down a minute. His hits are down. He has 7.44 per 60 minutes. That's down from 9.3 last season. He only has 3 through 2 games. Where is Sam Reinhart? Sam Reinhart has 1 point in his last 5 games. 1 point. Or sorry, I guess he has 2 points. He scored a point in 1 game, 1 of his last 5 games. In the Stanley Cup final, he's no points. He's a -3. He missed games 3 and 4 of the Hurricane series with an undisclosed lower body injury. He may still be laboring. The impressive team depth is what's taken everybody. Why isn't everyone talking about how bad Tkachuk and Reinhart are playing? It's because Bennett's been so good. They have 11 different players with at least 10 points. The Panthers are 9-3 on the road. They've been phenomenal. Unbelievable. They've outscored their opposition 56-29. That's unbelievable. Something happens to a team when they're on the road in enemy territory. They come together. We all see it. They come together. They become more than the sum of their parts. Look at what the Pacers did in game 1. They come together. In the Four Nations Cup, the Americans won in Montreal. The Canadians won in Boston. Now the Panthers are at home. In 7 games, they've scored 18 goals. They've allowed 18 goals. And now the Panthers are playing a much, much better team than the Lightning, Leafs, or Hurricanes. A much better, a much hungrier team. So look, I'm on the Oilers. If Tkachuk and Reinhart are going to go missing in the Stanley Cup final, the Panthers will lose. I don't care how great Marchand plays from the third line. I don't care what Seth Jones does. I don't give a fuck what Mikkola does. I don't care about what Bobrovsky does. I don't give a fuck how many goals. Bennett has 1 goal at home in 7 games. I'm on the Oilers tonight. I'm on the Oilers team total over 3. And I still expect the Oilers to win the Stanley Cup. There you go.
I knew I'd be muted right when I started talking. Well, there we go. Dutch, if you want to intro our other guy, I don't know if he's on the other side or not. Dutch said maybe we have somebody else who knows hockey that way. We don't just sit here and go, oh, yeah, sounds good. Because, I can't weigh in on it. I've been watching. I've been enjoying. I've made a few bets. But now we have somebody else who has an opinion on it as well. Dutch, if you want to intro. Let him go, though, Jimmy.
Our boy AM in the chat dropped some knowledge, too, back in the under there. Some good numbers. Appreciate you, bro. A lot of love for the under in Florida tonight. And that's pretty much where Billy started this off when I asked him. He said he thinks it's going to be an under game.
Wait,
I know my guy.
I heard Oilers. Did you say under?
Don't listen to me, though, bro. I'm just looking at the market, and the market.
We're going to take 178 shots. I don't want to bet it under, but that's just me. I don't know.
Boy, though, was on the Panthers in game 2, I believe, at plus 105. And I was sweating a little. I was like, man, I kind of want to bet these Oilers at plus 550 live. I text him. And then he's like, he told me he was on the other side. I was like, all right, I'll leave it alone. And then they fucking scored that goal like right before to go. I was like, man, fuck, plus 550. Now it's minus 118, bro. And he pretty much thought he lost the game because he once that overtime hit. But they found a way. So, but you guys know our guy, man. He's broken it down. NBA, baseball, college basketball, college football, all not only with our guy Billy, Daby Cap, and of course our guy Jimmy the Bag. One of the more well-rounded cappers in this thing we do. Everything he caps everything. Fucking golf. I mean, this motherfucker might give you a NASCAR pick. I mean, he's good. He's good, man. He's good. A Vegas native. All right, my guy, Connor Miggity, motherfucking Mac. C-Mac in the building. Let's go.
Cream rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
What up, fellas? Medicate Monday. Appreciate it. Dutch, the intro. I love it, my man. You're born for this, my guy. Born for it. But Jimmy, Willie Beeman, Cap, that was your intro. Okay. What up?
My intro. Don't hype him up, though. Don't come in here and hype up Dutch. I'm so glad that you're here, but you can't
Let's
hype
give
him
it a
up.
little love. All right. Fuck, what's up?
We've been on the right side. We've been on the right side in the NBA. You know, he was Kong was the only other motherfucker I knew that thought the Pacers had a chance in game one. Connor was right there. And then I said, hey man, I'm betting the team total under. I had a couple props, but team total under. I'm thinking about pressing the button on it. And he's like, I'm already on it. And that made me just so we both cashed on that.
A lot of points late though. Just getting a little.
Like it looked like the best pick, and then the best player, like easy, and then these motherfuckers make it sweat late, man. I was like,
yeah.
Betting the over live just before halftime or at some point in the second quarter, it cashed so easily in games 1 and 2. So easily.
A lot of shots dropped in both games there at the end in the fourth quarter. A lot of threes.
It was nice though. Bobano and them had the team total over 119.5 for the Thunder. He was on the track, and I was on. So we all cashed, kind of capped it correctly there. It was pretty nice to see. Getting some love in the chat. Our guy Jimmy, I don't know if you were there listening, but I'm sure you heard he's very high on the Oilers. He's going right back here in game 3. I know you were on Panthers game 2. I haven't talked to you about game 3 yet. I was expecting goals. All I'm hearing now is unders. So I'm obviously somewhere I shouldn't be. You tell me what we're thinking here about game 3 here in Stanley Cup, my friend.
Well, the total, I'm going to stay off because I think this game or game 4, we're going to see like a dead under, maybe like a 2-1 type hockey game. And that could be tonight. But I lean under here at 6.5. After what everyone's seen these first 2 games, how's everyone not going to be on this over? How's everyone not going to be on the first period over? And these teams just are so good. They're fine, but they're so good on the power play. They could score so many chances. But yeah, I lean under. But I'm back here. I'm just flipping sides now. Which team I've been with the most, mostly this playoffs was with the Oilers. I think this line's just too far with these 2 teams that are so close. Because I think we're going to go back to we're going to go back 7 games with these 2. Oilers have to be more physical. I heard you touch on just at the very end, right before I jumped on. A little bit of the scary thing is Oilers, those games could have went either way. They were so fucking good, those hockey games. But Oilers got to be more physical. And it's just wild to see, you talked about Reinhart, Tkachuk doing nothing, and now they're coming back home. They get that game just because how good of players they've been. And you got to think they're going to be a lot better here, which is
I think they're
a little bit shocking.
I think they're
a little bit. Yeah, Tkachuk and Reinhart.
I don't think they're going to play any better.
Yeah, you might be right.
I think they'd be wrong too, but I just.
But these teams are tough. These are tough guys too. Like these aren't just some, pussy lame hockey guy. Tkachuk's tough. I just thought the first 2 games, face-offs, the Panthers have kind of owned them a little bit, and especially in game 2, they roughed them up. Like the Oilers, and that's always been, I thought, a problem with them. They're just not physical enough. I've seen a lot more of it this playoffs, which I'd love to see coming back this year. And I don't know if they really could change. I think they have a little bit, but they got to, kind of – they have the best player in all of hockey on the team, McDavid. So how could you go wrong? But, yeah, I think this line's just too big here. With these 2 teams are so close that plus 130, I took the Oilers. I haven't bet the total like we talked about. I just think, we kind of get a low scoring game. Maybe we don't. Maybe we get more goals early. Maybe I'm wrong there. But I'm gonna say
I'd bet the under. I'd bet the under if I
wasn't
so invested. No, I would.
Oh, with the Oilers.
I would bet it.
Yeah.
I'm just so invested.
I think we get a dead under.
That it's like, when you're so invested on a side, I don't want to have anything else involved.
I don't blame you. Yeah, you don't even want to think about.
Maybe I should bet the under. Truly, I'm in full agreement with you guys. Full agreement. And we've seen the games change drastically in Florida. I mean, we only have 7 games in Florida in the playoffs this year. It's absolutely crazy. But if we pull up the Panthers,
I'm gonna be honest, man. If both of you guys are on the Oilers, I guess I'm probably gonna bet it, and so I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I get plus money too. Fuck it. I'm not gonna sweat it. I'm not gonna sweat it. I'm just gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna place that instead of having to worry about that first period. But yeah, obviously just short-term cap on that. But yeah, go ahead, Jim.
I might be a pussy and go same game parlay under. You know, take a +2.5.
Yeah, that's so funny. That's so funny. I don't know if you're talking about your ass, but he's like, he's going to say parlay.
Look at these scores.
I got the token on FanDuel. You got to put 3 legs in the bench. Well, I'm about to make it 100. Here you go.
Well, I want to ask C-Mac about his Dodgers here whenever we're done with the hockey talk too. So
we can move on. But let me just say this: the Panthers have scored in their last. I mean, they've lost 3-0 at home. They've lost 2-0 at home. That's 2 of their last 3 games. They've won 2-0 at home. 3 of their last 4 games at home have had 3 goals or less.
Right. The different style than on the road, like up in Edmonton, those games. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I should fucking bet it now, but
I think there's value, and you know how I've been super high with the Panthers. You probably know the last couple of years. I mean, I was all over them last year. I still think these are the 2 best hockey teams. So I mean, that's why these games have been great. But I think the lower scoring tight game. But I just see value here with the Oilers. Line. Everyone wants to jump at them at home -150. There's a couple, a lot of friends and other people are like, some of these teams would get some, like the Canes, and like the Panthers are just going to kill them. And they ended up doing that. But I think we're back to 7 games, but I think the value here. So I'm on the Oilers, +130.
I love it. Shout out to Andrew G. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's a detailed edition of the Stanley Cup here today. I was looking forward to it, excited about it, and it's gonna be one hell of a game tonight. It's nice to hear we got both of our guys on the Oilers at plus money, and definitely a clear, strong lean to the under from all cappers, and most of them in the chat too. A lot of good info in the chat too. So good shit.
Yeah, you guys. I don't know if y'all were here earlier, but Dutch was trying to tell me that he's a hockey guy now, and I was like, listen, I know who we've got coming on at the end of the show, so just no, I don't need to hear anything that you think about it, Dutch. Sorry.
I was trying to replace the long-winded pimp, earlier, but I figured wait till the end and let Jimmy and our boy C-Mac do the thing. But C-Mac, our guy, we heard from Jimmy briefly on the NBA game 3. I know it's been very profitable, game 1 and 2 for you. I know you got some ML beef, but I just want to hear your quick opinion on the game 3 here. I'm on Indiana at +5.5. Jimmy will be there as well. It looks like money lines a lot across the board, and I'm looking for Howley to show up game 3. So I jumped on that over 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. But I'm big on Carlisle. I know you're higher on the Pacers than a lot in this series. I think they can be competitive as well. How are we feeling about game 3, my man?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't jumped off them. Like, once I saw, a little bit that was going on earlier, like with the Cavs and everything they were dealing with. And that was a team even when the Cavs were healthy, Pacers, could play with and had beat. But yeah, I'm back here with the Pacers. I think the Thunder could win a game here, whether they cover this number, especially this game 3 at 5.5. I don't know. I thought the biggest thing last night was Wiggins and Caruso. I mean, those guys were just red hot. Like, that's what Indiana has a bench. Like, they need their guys at home to come up big. We talk about bench guys come up so big, way more at home. And that's where the Thunder have struggled, is their guys, even their starters and their bench on the road. And they haven't been great ATS. Even though they've won games, they've been big favorites on the road this playoffs. Where they've been more dominant is at home. I mean, it's a little bit scary. I've already seen gone through a few of the numbers in game 3s like this with a favorite of this number. They've covered. I think it's a pretty small sample. It's like they're 6-1 ATS. You see all that billion on it. I was going through some of that stuff a little bit when I was looking at it this morning. But I can't back off. And I don't want to mess around first half or any of that. Like, because the Pacers have gone down big. We've seen it time and time again. That's like, just give me the 5.5 Indian here. Full game. I can't go away from it here. I was on them in game one, like you talked about. And the team total, that's been my go-to with the Thunder a lot, is I would just take the other team's team total. That's like the Nuggets, all those. The Nuggets got them in game one. Pacers basically pushed, or depending on you got 110, you could have lost. But all the previous series, the T-Wolves all went under. Thunder at home, their team totals. So Pacers, I'm on them. I'm not going anywhere now.
And I think that crowd in Indiana is going to be fucking insane, bro. They're going to be insane for Carlisle, them boys. I mean, they love that. They love their basketball in Indiana. It's going to be. It's going to bring you back to like, the late '90s. With Reggie out there.
Reggie, Rick Smits,
the Davis brothers,
Davis brothers,
Dale, Derek and McKee. I mean, that shit was, man. The Pacers had that. Those are real basketball teams. Not a lot of stars, but just real fucking teams. And that's Indiana has a real basketball team. They could use. Could have a couple more bruisers out there. Of course, they could use one of those Davis brothers for sure. They have a deep basketball team.
But the Thunder, I mean, that's the basketball today. They don't have bruisers. I mean, come on.
I mean, no, yeah. Anyway,
Holmgren, these guys.
Even the league could use a fucking big guy that could fucking elbow somebody once or twice.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
But yeah, Mac, I love what I'm hearing so far. So pretty much, we're all, liking the Pacers here Thursday night or Wednesday night, excuse me, game 3. Before we get up out of here, I know Cap wanted to talk a little bit of baseball too. I know you had some baseball.
I mean, if anybody has any bets they want to share, I just wanted to ask C-Mac what he thought. Dodgers Padres tonight, because I took the Padres team total over. What do you think about the game tonight?
I think it's the Padres or nothing. I kind of agree with you. I haven't bet this yet. I'll throw out one more I have bet. Both these teams, the Dodgers, I talk about a lot. They just, when they go to St. Louis, they lose year after year, it seems there. It seems like they lose 2 out of 3 or get swept in St. Louis every year. They salvaged the game yesterday. Kershaw pitched well. But they got to hit. Is Bobby Miller really starting here? Is this real? Oh, no, I'm on the wrong day here. It's tomorrow.
No, it's May. It's May for.
Yeah, it's May and Pivetta. Yeah. I worry about Pivetta here a little bit. This is moved from 8 to 8.5. On this total. But I think it's a Padres spot. Dodgers, of course, I mean, they call for a reason. It's, it's like kind of LA South. I mean, more than half the crowd is full of Dodger fans.
Sure.
But this is just such a great rivalry. Normally, there have been a lot of overs when these two teams have got together the last few. Mace had some very good starts versus the Padres. He's had some shaky ones. It's not horrible ones where he's given up 4 or 5. Padres didn't hit in Milwaukee here, Machado. That's a big win though. Nothing game though. It's a solo bomb. They win 1-0. They got to feel better. They're getting home. The splits, they were hitting a lot better at home to start the year, but it's pretty even. Their splits. They've just been inconsistent a little bit. But I think the side when I was looking at this was the Padres in this game. I don't blame you.
I agree. So awesome. I'm glad we're on the same. I took the team total. I don't want to take the side because, a couple things. Padres bullpen a little bit, and then also,
Dodgers got issues right now. With their pitching. I mean, all the injuries and their bullpen. So we'll see. I think they need to get healthy. All these guys. I mean, were they ever going to pitch a lot? I mean, Glass now, Snell. Like, were there these guys going to pitch a full year?
Wild.
I mean, you could always use more pitching. And look, Gonsolin's gone now. It's just like
everyone
always can use more pitching. After all these signings, look, they're fucking stuck with May trying to get by Knack and 80-year-old Kershaw, who's still got a great curveball and a decent slider. I tell you that.
It's a spot, right?
Yeah. The 2 things that stood out in the market for me was Erie Perez is coming back for the Marlins, and his strikeout prop went from 4.5 minus 150 all the way to like 5.5 plus money. I guess they're saying that he's going to pitch well, and then Zach Wheeler has the highest K prop on the whole entire card under Kersale.
Yeah, Mills gave a tell at over 7 minus 135.
You bet any MLB today?
Sorry,
Did
so
you
what?
bet the MLB today, Jimmy?
No,
Took it off.
it's so taxing.
Yep.
It's so fucking taxing. So I'm having a strong year. It's just working with everybody together as a group. But I'm Tuesday to Friday, man. Tuesday to Friday. I'm betting
Thursday,
MLB.
enjoy your hockey bet and fuck it today.
Well, no, I've been working on tomorrow's card. Been working on tomorrow's card for a couple hours, and this system's been working for me, and I know how dangerous and difficult MLB is, and I feel the weight of the analytics throughout the summer. It completely ruins my summers, and so I'm keeping everything real clean. Those first 3 unders, I'm hitting at 66%, and that's with 68 of them.
Beautiful.
So I cutting first 5 unders, only betting when I work with all of my colleagues, Tuesday, Friday, and then the rest of the weekend is NHL, NBA, and horses, and it's working. So I'm just gonna keep to it.
There you go.
C-Mac, you got one more play for us in MLB or no?
Yeah, I took the Rays here. Red Sox just with a big win, 11 runs, 12 hits. Now they're here back at home after Sunday Night Baseball. Rays have been playing a lot better. I've been wanting to take them kind of a little bit where they went on the run, was on the road, because do they really have a home? That in that ballpark, they were so bad to start the year. Bayo struggled against lefties. Look, he's been a little bit better his last few, especially his last start was a quality start. But he struggled against the Rays. There are, in his starts, they're 30 for 84, 357. Lau, low, Aranda, low 7 for 17 with a bomb. Aranda 5 for 12. Diaz has good numbers. I just think we'll have the lefties in this lineup. They can get to him. Shane Baz, his biggest thing, he's got to keep the ball in the yard. He gives up the long ball, which is not very good. But I love how the Rays have been playing. I think there's value here. Everyone loved the Red Sox. Big win. Scored a bunch of runs. But yeah, I'm on it. And Baz has a few good starts against Boston as well, in his time. So give me the Rays. I'm on them at even money.
Even money?
Yep.
All right. So we got the Oilers plus 130 and the Rays from our boy C-Mac coming through, bringing us the goods. Also liking the Pacers Wednesday night. Love hearing that.
I got to. Even if they lose, I'll be back on them game 4. I don't think, come on.
Yeah. I was on game 2. I thought the writing was on the wall there. I should have went to the window with you. I thought, I wanted to go first half in there. Just 4.5, 7.5 was just hard to press the button, but props to everyone who did. And I definitely sure as hell should have. Would or wouldn't, though. We got a would or wouldn't for the boys before we get up out of here.
Here, I'm just gonna run it, man. Shout out Mills, shout out to Kong, shout out to everybody that came on, man. Jimmy, C-Mac, Billy, thank you guys for rocking with us. I haven't watched it yet. Oh wait, I think I have seen it now that I see the picture.
Oh, we're getting this fucking.
What?
Go ahead. Put your little. What is it? A little.
You want to mumble a little louder so
he's like, yeah.
I like you.
I like you too.
We should make love sometimes. Anyway, think about being inside me.
No.
Oh God.
No.
I don't know if you put your dick in her if you'd ever get it back. Jesus.
Yeah.
Everybody's like terrified. Slow Jam says wood. He's like all caps. All caps. Billy, you fucking around? Huh? I know you like
that. That's a little bit too much tats. I fuck with tattoos, but that's too tatted.
Yeah, a little too much.
Yeah, that's too tatted. Yeah, that's.
You just darker than me, man.
He's kind of like we haven't had a no from Jimmy yet, but
I don't want a blowjob from a vampire.
That shit, that's no good, dude. There's some poison in there, man.
C-Mac, 13 beers deep.
Yeah, I knew you were just about to say. Are you saying a 12-pack? Then I might be. But no. Come on.
Cam already told me he would, man. He's like, man, that would be
I did
crazy.
not tell him anything.
He already told
The
you.
crazy experience, like eat some shrooms and fuck around there.
No,
It's
then
like
I'd be
that.
terrified, bro.
Oh, she'd be so scary on mushrooms, dude.
Terrified.
Black hole.
Yeah. Bro, I'd literally start panicking and thinking that the world was ending or some shit.
She would swallow you whole up. You know, I did this terrible fucking alien movie where the aliens came to this campus, college campus, and had to have sex with young men to propagate their species.
That's why.
That's what
Dutch
it's
is like,
unwatched.
what's it
It's
called,
terrible.
Jimmy?
It's terrible. It's called Decoys, and I was in Decoys too. It was fucking terrible.
There's another one? They made a sequel?
Yeah, there's multiple. I was in Decoys too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that she reminds me of when they become the alien, because at first they're hot chicks, and then they become an alien, and then they kill you, whatever.
Right.
She looks like the aftermath. Oh fuck.
That's hilarious, bro.
You know what? Actually, there is a good story about all this. That the chick I made up with was very hot chick, but she had dated a couple of my friends. I didn't. They weren't even friends. The guys I knew that I didn't like. I didn't like those guys. I didn't like her. I didn't. So I needed to make sure that she didn't arouse me at all. So I would jerk off all day before I got to set. So when I was set, I was dead inside, And so we'd make out, and after each time we'd make out, I'd be like, "Nothing happening down here, fellas. Not a goddamn thing. She's doing nothing for." And she hated me so much. Every time I'm like, "Not a thing happening here."
That's funny as fuck. That's funny.
Just made
I've never
sure
heard that story. I
you
like
can't
that.
let them arouse you, man.
Oh man,
give them power they don't deserve.
Brain starts working different.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's funny shit, man. Billy, my man. Before we get up out of here, recap your plays and give us what's your top play for me, my man. I know you gave a couple plays out, and we had some people in the chat asking about that WNBA play for sure.
Yeah, that line's going to start moving. I like the Sparks today. I took the Sparks minus the 5.5. I think they get this one rolling here. Commissioner Cup game. Nobody's going to like it. 1-4 at the crib this year. This is the third time that these two teams are playing. I like this revenge spot for the Sparks here. And then I played Kelsey Plum over 25.5 points and assists. She's gone under in 3 straight games, but 19 field goal attempts in 2 out of 3 games. And she's gone over her assist prop in every game that Rakia Jackson's played in. She's only played in half the games this year. And the Valkyries allow the most above the break 3-pointers a game in the league. I think Rakia Jackson's huge. You can just look at the Sparks numbers of when Rakia Jackson's on the court and they're scoring, and when Rakia Jackson's off the court and they're going way under.
What were the first games scores between these two?
The last one was 82-73. That was on May the 23rd at LA. Golden State won 82-73. And then they played, I believe it was the second game of the season against each other, 84-67 at Golden State. LA won. They beat Golden State in their home opener. And Golden State is coming off a 20-plus point win against the Las Vegas Aces on Saturday. They played on ABC 3 o'clock, and they beat the Aces by 20-plus points as a plus 12.5 point.
I mean, this is pretty telling. The Sparks haven't been very good to start the year, have they?
They play no defense. They're
That's why I'm a little shocked.
If you ever,
7.
I've only bet them first quarter and first half because I don't know what it would feel like to be in the fourth quarter and the other team has the ball and you need to stop. They're just not going to get a stop. There's zero chance. I can't. Even in the right situation, I'm only on them first quarter, first half. Fuck.
Okay.
Rakia's back though. That's everything. Rakia's huge. She's she could actually score without needing 10 passes, 10 rotational passes in the offense to score. She can just grab the ball and just dribble to the basket and score him whenever she wants.
One thing back, just to circle quickly back to the under that C-Mac, is talking about, AM talking about. I think it's the right bet, but my plan is the Oilers money line and the Oilers team total over 3. And if you're on the Oilers team total over 3, You really can't beat it on the under 6. You could take the Panthers team total under 3.5, but that's like minus 128 to minus 140. So even though I agree with it, I can't bet it. And for you guys talking about the parlays, you know, I make these rec parlays for each game for $100. They're just these silly rec parlays that I don't send in the local. I just put on 365 and all it is the Oilers money line, McDavid point, Draisaitl point. Simple. Keep it so clean, and I do that for every. I've been doing that for almost all of the favorites, or not favorites, but all the teams that I'm betting on in the NHL playoffs. Just I take their money line, I take the 2 players I think are most likely to score. I just put them together for like a little rec parlay. That's the only parlay you're talking about. Someone was asking, should they take the first period under 2.5 with the Oilers money line? No, just if you want to put a parlay together, just take the Oilers money line. Now that it's like plus 130, it skyrockets everything. Adding McDavid point, Draisaitl point, call it a day.
I love it. Shout out to Slow Jams, giving Spoon his flowers. Touchdown Hayer in the building. Kongs, yeah, man. A lot of action today. Good vibes. Let's bring it home. Let's bring it home, my man. Shout out to you coming through, bringing us the good vibes in the rain and on the grind. Jimmy the Bag coming through with giving us a lot on this hockey here, a little bit, and telling you where he's going to be Wednesday night too on the NBA too. So I was glad to hear that. If you want to recap your play one more time, exactly where your play for tonight, Jim, and obviously let them know what you got going on, my man.
Yeah, we talked about the Oilers, but for and the NBA Finals, I think that the Pacers are going to win one of these 2 games. So if that's the case, not only do I have to bet the plus 5.5, but I have to bet the money line for both of those games. And if I win in game 3, I don't have to bet in game 4. I can take my money.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
winner. But
I might just.
Like C-Mac was saying, if you lose game 3, you just hammer it again in game 4. So am I comfortable if everything goes wrong and I lose 4 units? Because you have to think about the worst case scenario and everything we do, because it happens a lot. So it's like, am I comfortable with that? Yes, I am. I'm comfortable with that. So I think that the money line has to be added. And I think that the way Dutch sees this series, it's one of those things where if you are right, you have to be financially rewarded, because you're not. And I'm telling you, Dutch, we're going to go through the next 10 years and you'll never be on this big of a dog and this confident on that dog ever again. And that's why I was pushing you, to like get fucking rewarded, because the thing that bothers me the most in what we do is when you're right and you don't get rewarded.
God, nothing drives me nuts.
If you make a big, like, let's say money line bet, and then you add a prop maybe for a little bit less or whatever, and you cash the money line, but the prop loses, and you're like, well, I was right, and I didn't make enough money. I didn't make it. And when we deal with horse racing, when you're right, you have to get paid. And that's why I think that you're in a phenomenal gambling situation, which I thought I was all year with the Oilers. Just a phenomenal gambling situation. So I say fucking take some fucking stabs at this shit.
Yeah, man. Definitely. I'll look into that tonight with a little bit more of the future added, because I do think they're super, super live. I said this was going 6 for sure. And I think it goes 7. I think Indiana can still. I feel like the destiny is just on their side. OKC is going to be here for a long time. They really are.
Lose game 6 of the NBA Finals at home unless Jordan, in Utah or whatever. But I mean, it just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Like game 6 on the road, they win that game. That's why I didn't understand the how people were betting the 2.5s and the 1.5s, because I was like, look, if it goes to game 6, the Pacers are going to win that basketball game.
But game 7's a flip. It just won't be easy. There, of course.
Irish King, that was a game that was supposed to be last night. Teams can win.
Yeah.
Even if it's good, you get your ass whooped, you're going to be even better. It might be better that they didn't lose by 8.
You get a 6. Much better gambling situation. We wouldn't get a 5.
Well, yeah, we saw that right last series. Did they lose big in game 3 to the Knicks, and the series before that? One of the games, the
Cavs. Remember they beat the Cavs and then they lost by 50 to the Cavs. The Pacers did game 2. Gambling on game 2 was as easy as we'll ever get. Thankfully, there's a lot of tough ones.
It really is. Shout out to Dougie Wise in the building. Cheshire Cat still vibing with us. Good to see you, my man. Joshua Alexander in the building. Good to see you. C-Mac Got a lot going on, man. We appreciate you sliding through. I know you and Bobano have been breaking it down daily. Doing a lot, making some appearances on some other shows as well. Talk about it a little bit, man. Good to see you, though.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me. I'll try to jump on a little bit more. I like the later start, too, at least for me.
Yeah.
This don't hurt a guy on the West Coast. Come on, you're a 10. But, yeah, just follow me, Connor Mack picks. And I gave it out. I'm on the Oilers here. Plus 130 today. And I gave out the Rays. I'm on them at even money. Some MLB as well. That's it. Thanks for having me. Jimmy, Billy, Dutch. Let's go.
Good to see you, C-Mac.
Be sure to
and me and the band will break it down later.
Just
MLB.
a huge move towards the Oilers.
Sure. Yeah, I've seen this move a little bit the last 15 minutes or so.
9 cents in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah. But we'll break down the card.
Watching the show, you gonna break it down later with Bobano or what?
Yeah, hitting the books, just like a 30-minute to 45-minute show. Kind of just get through the MLB quickly. It'll be longer, more in depth, with hockey and everything, maybe a little bit. We just have baseball, but check us out. Hitting the books later.
Be sure to do that. A lot of knowledge from our guy Connor Mack and Bobano. They're hitting the books on YouTube, so be sure to support our guys. Jimmy, I'm going to need you to end this because Cav had to take off. So if you could just end this when we do here, maybe play whatever you want, bro. But big shout out to our guy Razor Sharp Picks came on, gave us the Razor's Edge, and be sure to go check out Racing with Razor today. He is going live all day.
What's his Razor's Edge? You didn't give it. Yeah, give it.
It's the Marlins.
Marlins, okay.
So he's on the MLB. Mills came through, gave us McDavid shots on goal over 3.5, Sale over 7 Ks, May over 4.5 Ks. A little juicy on both of those. And our guy, Billy gave you his, Jimmy gave you his, and obviously did that. Let me go ahead and give you guys. Kong texts me his because he gives me a lot. Now for tonight, shout out to our guy Kong's Clips. Edmonton, he's on Edmonton money line. He's on a plus 1.5 and over 5.5 parlay at plus 144. Be sure to follow our guy Collins Clips too. He gave out a lot of action. He has a parlay combined with the NBA Finals and the NHL game tonight. So either rewatch the show or retweet or go follow our guy at Collins Clips. We appreciate everyone that did show up and show out in the chat. If you can, drop a comment below. It helps us out, keeps us through the algorithm. Hit the like button, share the video, and a lot of looks today. Lot of action. I'm on Indiana Pacers plus 5.5 and Howley over 30.5. It's the Howley band, baby. Over 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. It's good money, man. It's good money. We appreciate everybody that vibed out. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Billy. C-Mac coming through and talking some NHL, some NBA, and of course, some motherfucking MLB. Until next Monday, y'all know the vibes. Give me up, Billy. Stay.
From down south, where we ride on flair. From down south, where we ride on flair. From down south, where we ride on flair.
Yo. Club Sports Radio's the crew, that's a fact. We all about bread, making bank accounts fat. Who the hell is that? LJ from the H. I stack green like Boston, shout out to Nasty Nate. From down south, where we ride on slab. 420 highway smoking with that boy Daby Cap. Fly out to Denver for the Nugget fans so we can smoke out J Money, cause you know that's our mans. Us against the bookies, put money in our pockets. Fly out to Vegas, meet up with Ski Crockett. Hit the sports books, we got money to stack. Can't forget them college picks with that boy Connor Mack. Call up Dutch boy, cause you know we stay fresh. What's the strain of the day, homie? Watch the daily sesh. Roll up a paper plane, light up a Sparky. If I need a strikeout prop, we gon' holler at Sharpie. Cross over to the West Coast and holler at fam. If we talking NBA, I got to hit TrotWam. Always tapping in, money's what we trust. If I need a team total, gotta hit nut flush, cause I'm fishing for bait. Smoking straight to the chest. Gotta fly out to the Beta, homie, moose money bets. From books to West, cash checks what we do. Cause I'm hoop banging with Boss and the OG Raccoon. do. If we need it under, I gotta hit no nose. If I ladder my prop, I gotta holler Big Show. Now we back to the East Coast for Nicky Fish tanks. We watching UFC, keeping money in the bank. Die Hard and Danny Betts and the whole damn crew. Nick's the only guy I know can drink a brew by his shoe, but hey, that's what he do. It is what it is. I can't forget that Jersey boy, that homie Billy Briz. If I need an ice pick, I go to Ontario, holler my ice guy, Ian Bobano. And if I need some advice in trying to cash, tune into Peter Loshak and Jimmy the Bag. And hit that like button, make sure that you smash it. The famous words of razor sharp picks, cash it. I'm on my poker shit, stacking my chips. If we ever lose a bet, man, we never gon' trip. Cause I'm Mike Knight M, pimp slap player of the day. Ron Crawford spreadsheet, what more can you say? It's how we stay paid each and every day. Can't forget about the producer, say hey Jose. Tell your mother, your father, your son, and your daughter, cause nothing's going down without the Don Jeff Slaughter. All you low baggers, hold it down in the chat. If you missed all that, the remix will be back. Yeah.